What's up, good old interweb? We're back with Xbox Has No Games podcast, one of the controversial keep it a buck, don't give two podcasters that's out here, man. What's going on with everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. Um, we got a lot of shit to talk about tonight, so I ain't gonna be doing all that intro bullshit. Y'all can go read that shit and thing. So, live wire, what's good with you, G?
Man, I'm sitting here sober as hell. I ain't got no drink. Unfortunately, that's the thing I do, like that. Ever since I moved, I used to live in an apartment building, but the liquor store was like right. It was like literally I jump out and leave the apartment. It's right there. So now I live in a house. I gotta actually go to the liquor store. It's like, I mean, like, and the thing is, I was so used to the liquor store being so close, I wouldn't even buy liquor because I was just like, I had never had the need to really go get it because when I wanted it, it was just available. Now that I actually have to, plan to go to the liquor store, it's like, fuck. But other than that, just gaming. I've been playing the Last Stop, which I'm really enjoying.
That shit fire. That shit fire. Y'all ain't played the Last Stop. That shit is crazy to motherfuckers. Y'all need to go play it. And it's courtesy of Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, I played that. I've been playing Hades. I've been playing. We'll talk more about Hades in a little bit, but I played that. I played. And I've been playing the Ascent still. I still got a ways to go. Ways to go in that game.
Oh. Then we got Flip Money. Good with
you.
Damn, you still eating? You just ate. You just got from Checkers.
So what? Damn, nigga, stop telling me my business, Nick. Well,
that's between flipping his tapeworms.
I've been doing the same thing, watching movies, catching my mood. That's it.
So what's your tapeworm's nickname?
Bubba.
All right, cool.
Yeah. And we got our good brother. That's part of the podcast. He slips in here when he can. My man, Other Zinc. That's y'all know they be giving y'all that free smoke in that live chat. What's good with you, G?
100% free. 100% free. Man, glad to be in here today and represent the chat. And those guys that go from show to show, terrorizing people, not letting them get away with that bullshit.
Right, that's what's up, Other Zinc.
Yep. So you got since you here, we actually all of us ain't really talked this week like that. So it's on you, Zink. What you want to talk about?
All right, man. Let's throw it on up there. Let's go ahead and start hitting them hard. I listened to the shows. I wasn't able to get on, and that Operations SSD shit came up.
Oh,
and I didn't even get a chance to say nothing about it. Now all of a sudden, and I heard some of you guys talking this, now all of a sudden, it's not a problem. Everybody could open up a damn closed ass box.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot
You heard
wait.
that shit. I know I heard that shit. It was like, it's just a screwdriver. Xbox gamers are afraid of screwdrivers. Like the fuck? What
Yeah, talking all that shit. Boy, I can't wait for all of the broken ass consoles to appear. And well, I'll stick to this one right here. Everybody saying it's so easy. Hey, whatever happened to that custom SSD Sony made? Everybody swarming down this shit is just all this and all that. Meanwhile, Samsung has made a better SSD than these dudes. Okay, you can find off the shelf parts better than this bullshit, and nobody is really harping on that. Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you something. If they don't kick your ass off YouTube, if I remember some of this shit that I heard all week, hey man, I'm coming after these cats. They kicking you off the air, honey. They're not gonna stand for this shit.
Oh no,
Tell me.
I love it, man.
Oh,
Man, fuck,
they
fuck
gonna
that.
hate me. They gonna hate me today, boy. Nice, boy.
Oh, hey, you know what? I don't know if y'all heard.
Let you
I,
go
I
ahead and
want
say
to
what you
jump.
got to say.
I want to jump off this for 1 second. Lemon, 108 Dragons. I was on the show. I wasn't on the show, but I was in the chat, and they talked about how ray tracing you couldn't see it in the game, and I was like, 108. I disagree with that a little bit because you're going so fast in Forza. Well, he said it doesn't matter that ray tracing is not in when you're driving in Forza Horizon 5. And I said, well, I kind of disagree with that a little. I said, wait till you see Forza Motorsport, the new one. I know what's coming. That always represent what that Xbox can do. And he said you really can't see it, but I play so much Forza, and some of the people in the Xbox group play a lot of Forza. Well, all I like to do is ride on Daytona. Daytona International Speedway, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I don't mind driving around in circles, playing on a harder level, trying to get by in NASCAR, right? Well, sometimes when you are actually 4 cars wide driving down the straightaway, man, to me, it gets so intense. You could pan the camera sideways and I'm looking at the cars and I'm like, look at that shit, how good this shit look. And we're 200 miles an hour down the straightaway. Okay. And you see this shit, you see how good the cars look. And I remember one time when Digital Foundry wasn't totally paid by Sony, and they said when uh, Gran Turismo cars, the more cars that enter the screen is how it drops, how the frame rate drops, the more cars get on screen. Well, in Forza, when all of the cars are on screen, it wasn't dropping. It stayed at 60 frames per second. And you could see how good those cars look. And sometimes I'm looking, I'm like, damn, this shit look good. And also in gears, sometimes I'll die in gears. I'll stop and look at something. I'm like, damn, look at this shit. This was not in the game a month ago. They changed something. So I'm staring at a wall or staring at how a monster broke apart and you could still shoot it. And then I die, because we always playing on inconceivable, insane, or master. And you get caught at the wrong time, you just in trouble. And sometimes I fuck the game up and get us all killed, because I was somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be in the first place. But you can see how great something looks in Forza when you're moving that fast. And if you think I'm joking, put it on open driving or whatever, get on Daytona or Indianapolis Motor Speedway and on one of those long ass straightaways. And if you get the opportunity and you 4 cars wide driving down the street, yeah, you could pan the camera and see how good the game looks going this fast at this rate of speed. So that was one thing I was gonna chop it up with 108. And as long as Flip got his pistol, then we won't have that light skin on black crime when he pull up on me and say, "Oh, we gonna do this live." Yeah, but they had a good show today. But that was one of the things that I talked about. But back to Mark Cerny and his genius ass. One thing I'm glad about this Mark Cerny stuff, we don't hear people talking about how genius his ass is no more. That shit is over. He ain't that damn smart. He just a regular motherfucker that's an engineer that lucked up on the job. That's why 100 won't let his ass out of the basement. I guess 100 let Sean Layton's stupid ass out of the basement and he don't know how to do basic ass math. I know he can't take a class with live wires and that physics shit. He'll be fucking up everything. Oh man, that shit was funny as hell. But I'm glad people didn't let him slide with that dumb shit he was talking.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Well,
Nah, yeah, I feel you on that. See, this is the thing I was talking this week about that SSD shit. Like, one, you got people talking about, you know, oh, it's simple to just, well, they're saying the propriety option of Xbox is forcing people to only have one option. One, it's a
Mhm.
deal with Seagate for 1 year. After that, we
Mhm.
don't know who and how many people are going to make other SSD units.
Option.
Two, yeah, two, you can have an external SSD up right now with the Xbox, like I
Mhm.
do, and plug it up to your Series X or S and play games off of there anyway. So that's
Mhm.
another option you have. Um, and but the big issue is one with PlayStation, it's all this bullshit you got to do just to do the SSD. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
they talk about how, oh, well, it's not hard, it's a screwdriver. You act like it's
Mhm.
super inconvenient and you can't get to. And I wrote this on Twitter. I was like, look, if somebody decided to put the button to the hood in the trunk under the spare tire, could you get to it? Yes. But that shit is hella inconvenient.
Mhm. Gotta
just
stop the
just
car.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta stop. So if you ever wanted to pull up to like a mechanic or something, have them look at under the hood, you have to get out the car. You gotta
Mhm.
go to the trunk. Hopefully you ain't got shit all over in the back. You gotta
Mhm.
take that shit out, lift up the spare tire, then press the button, then put that shit back and then jump back in your car. I mean, like,
Mhm.
yes, can you do it? Yes, you can do it.
Mhm.
It's possible, but it's not convenient. And the other thing they're failing to remember is what, in the case that you have two consoles and you want to still use the same memory card, that's just damn near impossible. With PlayStation,
Word
you
up.
pretty much, once you put it in there, it's in there. Unless you going,
Mhm.
like, you really want to sit there with a screwdriver, take it out every time, and then close the thing up and put the sides back on. Xbox, I just pull that bitch out and go upstairs.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all I do.
Mhm.
I don't have to do all
Mhm.
this extra stuff. I don't have to take the
Or
console out, put it on the side, and take.
I,
You know what I mean?
or if your
I
kids
seen
are
a lot of
going to your friend's house, you going to the friend's house.
yeah.
Hey man, why don't you take that memory card? Bring the memory card over. You know,
Yeah,
how the hell you gonna do that shit? And then you have to have little Timmy's grandma find a heat sink for that shit. They be like, hey,
well,
what?
yeah,
What
you
is a
got,
heat
yeah.
sink? The fuck is that?
You, how many grandmas and grandpas actually going to do that?
Man,
I don't listen to a
nobody.
lot of people. See, this is the thing. Even though a lot of these PC do, I watch their channel, and I respect some of the things that they say. They glad that Sony did. Um, Listen here, Linus. Linus, one of the fellas out there. Cut it the fuck out. We're not going to act like little ass Timmy that's fucking 9 years old or 10 know how to unscrew that shit and put that shit in. Do you understand that unscrewing it and plopping it in is not the only thing that you have to do? You do have to
Mm-mm,
make sure the screw that you get, hopefully that you do not lose this goddamn little ass fucking screw that you have to place on top of it. As me and Bone was saying this shit earlier. And don't screw that thing in there too tight with the you crack the goddamn
mm-hmm,
motherboard. All you slick ass Sony motherfuckers thought it was gonna be sweeter than Grandma Appleberry pie to put that shit together. Now that everybody's showing you that, even in here, dumbass crap gamer, I don't give a fuck what y'all say or what y'all go tell crap people come back and watch this shit. You's a fucking nut. Because what you did was you ran out there, you did what a little kid or somebody else would do. See, I wouldn't think that crack gamer will be this fucking stupid to do this. How he break his goddamn fucking PlayStation 5 in a preview. What you did is you went out there and got some cheap ass shit. You went and got some cheap shit. You put it inside your motherfucking jaw and it fucked up. That's like somebody with a fucking Ferrari that went to a gas station. Instead of putting diesel in that bitch, they put fucking regular gas in that motherfucker. Regular. 87. And thinking
87,
that
and you
that
got to
shit was
put some
going to work.
high ass octane in that damn Ferrari for
That's
that
it.
bitch to work.
Now you fuck this shit up. I watched Rick review Tech, and Rick been eating back slowly, trying to biting his word. Sorry, Rich. I understand what you're saying, and what you're saying is right, but fuck that. I've been said this shit before, and Loud White said that. That shit is poorly designed. No one is
Terrible.
going to open that bitch up and put that bitch in there. Crack as a gamer, which I am very disappointed. His dumb ass put it in there and this shit crashed. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why is it that Sony sit up there and made this and not make it easier for you to just slide it in there? It would have made sense even if I open it up and for me to have a heat sink. Why wasn't the heat sink hooked on the latch that's open? Why wasn't it hooked up on there? You can slide it in there, plop it in there, floop, and it's done. So what's going to happen if somebody lose that goddamn screw? I'm just saying.
Hey,
Yeah.
and
I'm just
Sony
saying.
backed it up. Sony backed your ass up and said, "Hey, we are not gonna replace your shit if you fuck it up. Okay, we're not gonna
Yeah.
do it." And people act like
I
it's okay.
just
Which
want
is
to
why
know.
they probably waste taking their time before they bring out their prior proprietary SSD
You
because
know what this means in
it,
live wire?
it's taking longer for them
Nothing
to
control.
to get something to work. Yeah.
Hmm
So in
Live
other
wire,
words,
Sony.
so in other words, you the gamer are the fucking guinea pig. Y'all are the test
Yep.
tube, motherfucker.
At
Y'all the guinea
five
pig.
hundred
Y'all the one
fifty
that
dollars.
tested their products out. That you think. So if it break, I didn't do it. But a lot of you fucking Sony motherfucker, oh yeah, SSD super fast, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, this and this. That SSD ain't super fast shit.
That's SSD and shit. Hey, and one of the YouTubers, I forgot which podcast it was on. I meant to write that shit down. I forgot. But he is a cool dude. You know, he play both systems, you know, like Live Wires or, you know, some of the other YouTubers that buy, you know, that play everything. He broke one of his panels. He broke one of the clips when he was trying to get that bitch off. You know, who's
Yeah.
going to replace this shit? You know?
Or yeah, but that comes back to design. Like you would think, like it, it. I mean, you could tell based on the way it's designed. One, they didn't make it as accessible as it should have been. Yes,
Hmm
it's not impossible to take all that stuff off, but it shouldn't take all that. I mean, think about this. We had hard drives you could take off for the 360, but that
Yep.
shit was a you press the button on the top and pull it off. That's it.
hmm
There's no like
But
all
live
this
wire.
extra shit.
Laura, ask me
Yeah.
this question. On the PSP and all that, did they have Sony make their own proprietary motherfucking hard drive extra memory?
Yeah, they did, but people complained. But see, the way Sony
But
fucked
why
up
you just
was
couldn't
no.
get
But see, the issue was they they made a proprietary and they made it exclusive. That's the issue. They made it and they didn't allow anybody else to make shit.
hmm
That's what people complained about. It wasn't about them having a proprietary. See, that's what all these fanboys keep on crying about. That's not the issue. Proprietary,
Hold on,
it
Lyle.
gives
They had other
consumers the option, huh?
they
No,
had other methods and stuff to use their devices. I mean, or brand. You know, you taking a chance or whatever. It was never so what. Some of them wasn't certified by Sony, but you had it. They could.
yeah,
Sony
but
this
see that's the
generation.
difference. Like you want something certified. Not it doesn't necessarily have to be as good, but you do want something that's going to be knowing that all right, I plug this shit in, it should work,
And
right?
right, and like you said, live, you want something that's certified. Sony didn't even test the shit for their own machine. It was even some
That's a damn
YouTubers
shame.
saying, it's some YouTubers saying, come on, you buying a product, you should do a little research on it. Really? This is not a PC, dude. So Sony should have a list of products that work with their machine, and they don't. And like Live said, it's a design issue. If that's the what you were going to do, they should have had a easy clip or a screw on the outside to release this panel, so you're not
Mm-hmm.
trying to bend shit to unclip some clips that can break. It should be something that should easily
Yeah,
switch off just like that hard drive that was on the 360.
because
but
one of
flip
the main
but flip
things people
what we
uh,
talked about what we talked about earlier.
What
Everybody
subject?
they okay. Mark Cerny showed two hard drives. Showed a hard drive, right?
Oh
That
yeah,
Western
yeah, they
Digital
did.
joint the black.
Right.
Guys
Right.
don't know. It's one. It's one that has a heat sink and it's one that does not. They look exactly the
Exactly
same.
the same. You can't tell the difference.
Exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see this. What are y'all talking about?
It's a Western Digital. Mark Sony showed. He said we're testing the Western Digital. They put in, but the hard drives, the hard drives look exactly the same. But thing about it is, one has a heat sink and one doesn't, and
Horrible,
they cost the same price.
horrible planning. If they knew this shit, instead of putting this bullshit ass PlayStation together on the fly, Mark Cerny would have said that in his presentation. He was actually waiting on people to make some shit that'll fit in that damn PlayStation. He didn't know what the hell, they didn't know what they were doing. They had no idea. It seemed like everybody was right when they said the PlayStation was supposed to come out in 2019. And they just started changing shit to catch up to where the Xbox is right now. And they're not even close. And they got this small ass hard drive, and Call of Duty and a sheet of paper is gonna take up the whole damn SSD. That's some ridiculous ass shit. Okay, and then you got YouTubers saying, well, once you finish with a game, delete it. Really? Really? You gonna
Nobody
delete
doing
your
that.
game after you play it?
Well, but
Get
not,
the
but
fuck out of
don't.
here.
Everybody
The
don't
thing
play
what
that way. That's
Sony
the
did,
problem.
what Sony had did, fellas, was Sony got everybody out here thinking that they Elon Musk. That they can sit up there
Right.
and put that shit in there
I
like that shit
exactly.
ain't nothing. Sony got motherfuckers out here. They straight up fucking engineering shit. Oh, it's hard. It's not hard. You can, and that's the thing that I hate that these PC dudes saying. Fellas, I understand. You want to be PC leaders, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. But stop it. Every cat, listen here. I don't give a fuck how smart you are or what fucking degree or whether if you think you fucking Einstein Academy degree and learn how to do astrophysics. They really don't want to learn how to do that for something that's
No.
simple as a fucking console that's plug and play. Tony,
Yep.
I don't get it. You making these motherfuckers think that shit is easy. Oh, it's not that hard. Okay. You're going to end up like
Mm-hmm.
crack. Your motherfucking sister going to go fry. You're going to go, oh, that shit going to
It's gonna
fry
go
right the
crap.
fuck up. Why?
It's gonna go crap
Mm-hmm.
dead.
Yup, say it again. It's going to go crap. Crap, thank you. Thank you, crap. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You have there a community service for the gamer that's out there, crap. You truly show how fucking stupid Sony really is when they designed that motherfucker. Thank you. I knew I could count on you. You never let me down, slugger.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hookers and hoes, we got my man Punisher in the building. What's good with you, Punisher?
Punisher in the house.
What's going on, fellas?
I don't know what Punisher
What's
doing.
going on, fellas? How you doing?
Flip ain't shit for that.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh shit. Yeah. What's going on with
Hello,
you,
can you?
Punisher? Hey, Flip.
Not nothing much, you know.
How you feel
What's the
about
name
that
of the saying right
SSD?
here?
How you feel about that SSD, good brother?
Chilling.
That Sony made.
Our the
You at work or you
I
at
ain't
home?
fucking with the SSD no time soon, man.
You
you
ain't
don't want to put
getting
in your
the
PlayStation.
Western
I got a
Digital
PS4.
black?
I ain't fucking
It's
with
black.
it.
You ain't getting on the black. Black ain't
Hell
whack.
no.
Black don't crack.
No, some of the SSDs cost as much as the console anyway. What color is?
Yeah, man, and that shit
I ain't
cost.
messing with it.
No. You know our local neighborhood pony that we like to get at all the time. I ain't gonna say his name. Fart. Was arguing the other day, and I'm like, oh, I can go buy a heat sink. Everybody don't know how to they don't know what a heat sink is. The average consumer don't know what a fuck a heat sink is.
Say it again.
They don't know what a heat sink is. I just had plumbing work
And
in
even
my
if you have
house,
a heat sink,
and I don't know what
SSD
the
ain't guaranteed to work.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not even guaranteed to work. It may not work right with the games you playing. It's no
I don't
guarantee.
understand that. Someone have to make me understand that. I don't understand. Why would you make a product like that and say it's beta? How the fuck you
Sony got
beta
no,
test a
cause
goddamn
Sony,
fucking SSD? How?
cause Sony got pressed.
Dude, hey, you know what? I
Sony
forgot
got
about
pressed.
that.
Nah, Sony got
This
caught
shit is
with
a
their pants
beta.
down. That's what it is.
Yeah, they got pressed. People said, "Why we can't use this module?" They got pressed by they finally. They was like, "What?
It
Why,
was
when we
pressed.
gonna be able to use this thing for
I
Returnal
believe that.
that went
I
wood?"
believe that. I believe that. I
What would
honestly, that makes so much sense. That makes a lot of sense. They was pulling the heat and the pressure, and people wanted a storage unit for this shit. So they just said, "Fuck, release the Kraken," and that shit cracked. I believe that. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, Bone. That makes a whole lot of sense.
That is crazy, man. These, you know what? At the better engineering schools, they would have got an F for this shit. That is poor planning. Period.
because they
That,
were
that,
rushing. They rushed.
You know what's killed
They
me?
saw
Makes
what
so sense.
they probably saw what Xbox had, and they were just trying to scrap. Think about it. The PlayStation 5 is over the counterparts.
over the counter Radio Shack parts. That's what they shit is. And you know what? Just like I think it was Live Wires that
Hey,
said,
Radio Shack.
Live or Flip said, some the SSD you choose may not work with the game. Like when I was installing Flight Simulator, it was it was one choice to put that on the internal SSD. And when you put another game on there, they'll tell you, it'll prompt up, it will be best to put this on the internal SSD instead of my external storage because I don't even have a extra memory card yet, but I'm going to get one because Flight Simulator said, yeah, you need more memory in here. Delete something. So I will be getting one now because of Flight Simulator. But it'll prompt you. It'll say, hey, put this shit on this SSD and on your internal storage. I'm like, okay. So Sony's game, it's not going to tell you that. You just have to figure this shit out later. That's crazy as hell. And they not being called out for this bullshit.
Hey, Mom, my SSD don't work. My PlayStation 5 crashed. Tough luck, little fucker. Huh? That's exactly what happened. That's what happened.
Now they shit gonna start
That's
melting. That's what it is.
they already got a problem with the heat already because they overclocked their system.
Boy, Punisher, I better not. Somebody's PlayStation better not melt because they put the wrong SSD in there. Boy, I'll never stop.
It already did.
I'll be terrible.
It already,
No,
it
even that,
already
I'm
did.
pretty
Other
sure
thing, it
they
already
gonna put
did.
theirs in
Crack
there with no
Gamer.
heat sink.
Crack Gamer shit
Crap
did that shit.
crap shit melted or it
I can
stopped working.
guarantee you this. No, that shit no. I can guarantee you he didn't buy a heat sink. I can guarantee you. Like that converter, I can guarantee you. I guarantee you he ain't buy that shit. He popped that bitch in there and that shit said, uh-oh. He didn't say, uh-oh. The PlayStation 5 said, uh-oh. And he was like, huh? How the hell you just got your shit back after what was it? What game was it that broke
This
his
is the
system the
second one.
first fucking time? Yeah, what game was it that broke his system the first time? Spider-Man or something
I don't
like
know.
that? One of them goddamn game broke his system? No, Return, I think it was. I'm not sure. What. Somebody in the chat knows. Broke his system and now he tried this shit. Crap, what was you think? Happened when you don't get
And
enough oxygen
and
in your brain.
You know what, knowing crap, he probably ain't telling the truth no way. Cause that's probably lying for
probably.
views. You never know.
Yeah, man, but you
No,
remember
no,
all of that.
crap. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hookers and hoes, and all the hoes and the bitches and the niggas and the pimps and all that. Crap Gamer been playing the ultimate game of the year. He's been playing Xbox, and he's been playing Flip. What he been playing, Flip? What the game that you
Oh,
gift me?
oh no, man, I
Because I
forgot.
can go online right now and let's go see. He might took his ass off. But
Oh, it was
what's
Ratchet and Clank. It was Ratchet
no,
and Clank
Ratchet and
that
Link
put.
is gone. Ratchet and Link,
Yeah,
that
no,
shit
no,
burned up his
that's
system.
what broke. That's what broke his system the first time.
Yeah,
What
no.
was that? What game was that? What game he playing?
Mass Effect. The
Oh,
Mass
Mass
No, he
Effect
said
Effect.
he's playing on
remastered.
Xbox. So
He's playing
Oh,
on
the Mass Effect trilogy.
Xbox. He playing on Xbox. They're doing. If I need to catch his other buddy was playing
yeah,
Call of Duty on Xbox. Trust me. I'm
that's
like
what
the
all these channels
CIA, the
doing. They low
NSA,
key
the
got Xbox Series
NCAACP,
X's.
and all that shit. No,
You know
been
how they
playing on
do,
that because
man.
he doesn't have a PlayStation.
And man, and
He
like
probably,
100 to
he
say,
probably don't. He probably don't got a
Hunter to
Series
give
X.
people credit. Hunter to give people credit for a saying that they said. I wish I thought of this shit. I was when one of the shows where the chat was on fire. I forget which one it was, but I did manage to write this shit down. This one dude said podcasters are playing mental gymnastics trying not to bash Sony. He said they were doing mental gymnastics, just making up bullshit.
Man, they
You
they,
know,
they do
and,
that.
and here
Spread the shit.
Rand Al Thor, aka the fence setter of the year. This dude actually had the nerve to say he's not worried about people that can't change their SSD. But when Microsoft decided to try and move people up to Game Pass and get them off of the regular Xbox card, now all of a sudden he trying to save little Timmy. Okay, even though he got Game Pass for 3 years, but this SSD shit don't affect him. No, see, that's when no people when they don't want to keep the energy the same, and that shit burns me the fuck up. But it don't piss me off too much anymore. I just laugh about it, but I do point that shit out. Like, nah,
But
this
wait a
is
minute, wait a
way
minute, wait a
worse.
minute. Let's think about it. Wait a minute, wait a minute. What he said might make sense though. It don't affect him. You know why it don't affect him? He plays nothing but fucking indie games. So I guess it wouldn't affect his fat ass. Cause that's all he plays. He plays fucking indie games. He don't play games like we play. He plays small title indie games, which does not take up a lot of space on a hard drive. So I guess he would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Little slick fucker. That's why he's saying that.
Well, he
Yeah, he
will
played on
play
indie
some
games to
games
boost
though.
up his gamer score.
Yeah, well, he will play some, but he just made it plain and simple. It's like that don't affect him. But that the Game Pass situation when Microsoft wanted to raise the prices on the little people, that really affected him. Dude, it didn't affect you. That
Oh
didn't
yeah.
affect you.
Oh yeah.
But the whole internet went into an uproar. I'm like, damn, slow the fuck down. I'm like, is it that serious? I mean, people that listen to these shows, we either have Game Pass or we don't. The people that now everybody that listen to all of these podcasts, which is less than 4% of the buying public, we can change that shit. Okay, we could change the SSD, but no, we gotta help little Timmy's grandma here. Where's everybody that's speaking up? Where they at?
I ain't gonna hold you,
Nobody
man.
want to
Me
say
and Bone
shit.
said
Shit,
this
they ain't to
before.
me. It ain't even about
I,
little Timmy.
I
It's
believe.
about. I mean, little
I
Timmy's
think that was
grandma.
a
It's about
52
him
fake out.
himself.
I think that was a 52 fake out with that raising game pass on. I think that was a 52 fake out. I think that was another way of shutting people the fuck up when they was bitching about all the other shit about Game Pass. When they decided to raise the price, motherfuckers start doing the moonwalk. Like, wait a minute, Microsoft. When you want to have it, and they said fuck it. They swallowed that shit without that argument that they was hearing. Who was that? Mayor Bone? Oh, no, that was me and you, Loudwire. I think that was the 52 fake out. He did that
Hey,
shit to
you
shut
know
people
what?
the fuck up,
and
and it
and
worked.
here's one of my guys. Like I said at the beginning of the show. I'm glad 100, let a few of us on that come from the chat, because I represent jokers like, Vodka that's always in the chat, or Rain G4. And here's another one of the guys, Sleepy Goblin 2D. Sleepy Goblin said, I don't think of Rand that way. He's just a gamer. I don't think he wants to be in the middle of everything. Well, or in the middle of anything. But, he wants to play both sides. And that's the kind of shit I don't like. And like another one that Rand was talking about that I thought about, that he said just his podcast yesterday or a couple days ago. One of my boys told me about it, so I listened to the part he was talking about. This is the one that's I just laughed, man. I laughed for the next 5 minutes. This dude said, "How is Microsoft going to combat Sony buying Crunchyroll? Is something else that Sony can put um into their what's it was it PS PlayStation Plus is something else that they can put in there to combat Game Pass." He said it's something that they could have that's how did he say it? He said they'll have movies to go along with their games, and all Microsoft have is games. Whatever happened to TV? What happened to that shit? When Microsoft tried to give us everything, people wanted to complain. Now that Sony want to get some anime shit, now it's an asset. No, man, you cannot have this shit both ways. No, 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 no. You can't get
It
pissed
it
off.
it, it sounds like they're moving what they say the goalpost or whatever the fuck y'all call it. That's what
Goalposts
it
are
sounds like they
not
doing.
nailed down.
Yeah,
That shit moving
yeah,
all over the fucking
yeah,
place. And then
yeah.
Jazz jumped in saying, yeah, Sony is they really have a lot of movies or whatever, and just trying to bolster the claim. But when Microsoft was trying to give us the best of all worlds, everybody made that shit horrible. I wish I would have wrote this down too to coincide with what I'm saying here. People like to talk about 2013 and the mixed messaging of Microsoft. That shit wasn't mixed to me. And I was pissed because people shot it down. And they tried to say what Game Pass came from, and tried to correlate that into Microsoft's games not selling, when that's the biggest bullshit in the world. All Game Pass came from was Microsoft wanting us in the beginning in 2013, you could buy one game and share it with 10 of your friends.
Yep.
And everybody shot that shit down. So Phil was like, no, we're going to make this shit work because we could do it. We have the means to do it, so we're going to do it. So they just created Game Pass. We'll do it that way. We'll just change it. But the problem is that I can only share with my son. I have to buy my daughter's game, so I still have to buy two games. And in the past, I had to buy two of everything because my son and I played the same things. So for 18 years, I'm buying two of everything, you know. And now that my son and I can share, my daughter, for the last 10 years, 10 or 15 years, she's been on, now I'm always going to have to buy, you know, two games. When Halo comes, I'm going to buy Halo anyway, even that it's in Game Pass. But, you know, I'll buy two games. Okay. So, because
Okay.
she has to have
Okay.
one, I have to, my son and I'll share a game, with game sharing, but they were going to allow us to buy one damn game and share it with 10 friends. And nobody in the media wants to talk about that shit. Only on
I'm
this
glad you
show
said
right
that.
here is that
I'm
discussed.
glad you said that, Z. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you. You know what? That was diabolical what Microsoft did. Because when people find out that they can share games like that, you're right. I don't understand. I don't
Dude, that
see.
was the
This is
greatest
why
thing
I
ever.
say. This is why I say sometimes I don't think it was all Xbox fan. I think it was
Mm-mm.
PlayStation fan that was going crazy and stupid talking about not act like they Xbox fan or people who play both consoles. Because that's strange how. Well, see, Microsoft never turned the feature completely off. They just limited to one person, and no one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, wait a minute, game sharing. I said, then they turn
Mm-hmm.
that off. You know, I was
Mm-hmm.
on the phone with Microsoft getting more Xbox Five, and they told me how to do it. This came out of
Mm-hmm.
their mouth. They said, "Oh no, you still can do it." I'm like, "Nah, they took that away." She was like,
Mm-hmm.
it was a female." She said, "No, they didn't." I'm like, "What?" She said, "All you got to do is share with one of your relatives or your closest friend. You just that person."
Mm-hmm.
They broke the whole thing down to me. I said, "Well, wait a minute."
Mm-hmm.
So they just flipped it around. All of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
everybody and they fucking mama on YouTube. This is how you can game shit with your friend. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Make a good
Yeah.
point. Everybody did a 3 fucking 60 when they seen that happen. Oh man, I'm sharing. Okay, I don't understand the problem of game sharing with one person, then game sharing with 9 other people or 8. I don't understand
Man,
that.
we almost had it where I could have shared a game with every damn body, but now we all have to buy a damn game. You know, so yeah, I haven't forgotten that shit. But everybody wanted to swear up and down 2013 was so damn bad. I'll never forget when they were talking about that TV shit and Rand brought this shit up right here. And now all of a sudden it's okay. Now it's cool. Now this shit is all right. Yeah, man, get the fuck
No
out
other
of here.
thing.
Mm-mm.
Thing and go further than that. Bone Live. What's the name of the girl that was on IGN the next year and Sony was talking about TV? She said, wait a minute. Didn't y'all criticize Microsoft about that last year? They looked at her like,
Wasn't that
you
Alana?
bitch. I don't know who that was. I don't know who it was. I think that was
I think that was
I don't know.
Alana Pierce or whatever her
I
name
think it
is.
was.
They looked at her like, you fucking filthy white bitch. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, what? She exposed them. They all looked at
sure
her. I
did.
can't. That's why I like men and not women. I swear to God, that's
Hmm.
the look that I saw. You might say I'm wrong for it, but it's the fucking truth. They look like her. They looked
Hmm.
at her like she was an alien and she did something wrong. Like they ain't like
Hmm.
females. That's what I'm saying. That's what I got
Hmm.
when I seen it. They look like they was gonna fuck her up after the show. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
It might have been a lot of fear or what. I'm gonna go back and look and see who the fuck that was.
Hmm.
But that shit was crazy. And they
Yep.
were like, yay! Yay! Tony did a good job. I'm not lying. Go back and look at IGN Rap 2. Matter of
Hmm.
fact, they
Hey.
hey Vodka. Vodka, this is what they did. They did the Bajoran hand clap. That was a good job. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. But once again, we're talking
Hmm.
about Crunchyroll. What
Crunchyroll,
the
dude. Now
what
it's
the fuck?
cool though. It's cool. Hey, but you know what? Now
Mhm.
Destin, he's gonna be next. He's gonna leave next because he he's being too critical of Sony, and I don't know how long they gonna stand that shit.
I
Uh,
think he's trying to build up his
yeah,
channel.
yeah,
I don't know
he's
what other
next to
job he
go.
got other
So
than
he
that.
probably got one foot out the
But
door
yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
I think he got that passcode like the Matrix or something. He got the key maker to open up that door and leave right on out that motherfucker. I don't see him continue on being where he and going the path that he's going because his own channel that he had have nothing to do with IGN.
Hmm. Yeah, man. But I'm glad y'all were. Oh, and you know, another guy that I like, you know, and like I do like Sleepy Goblin. That's no bullshit. You know, Sleepy Goblin. We could go around to other podcasts and make sure they keeping shit straight. But another guy that I like that said something crazy in
Oh
his
shit!
show.
Enforcement.
What's his name? Colt Eastwood. I'm listening to this show, and I really didn't want. I almost turned the show off because he had one of Colin Moriarty's teammates on, and he a straight ass pony. Colin Colt said Xbox has been kind of quiet for the last 2 weeks, and I said, "What?" I said, "Colt, allow me to tell you what." Microsoft has been doing for the last 2 weeks. I said they released Operations 8 for Gears 5. Then they released Flight Simulator and they released the Halo technical beta. I'm like, how quiet were they? You know? And then I think either that day or a couple days before that, they announced they were going to have a show before Gamescom. So how quiet were they for the past 2 weeks? And I said, hey, Colt, um, Sony is the ones that's quiet. They the ones that ain't saying shit. But see, I like to keep all of that stuff clean, and I do like Colt. I like Colt. You know, he can say some crazy things, but I like Colt. I like his show. But sometimes when I hear crazy things, I'm like, nah, man, we're gonna keep this 100 over here. It's like, nah. Microsoft hasn't been quiet. They've been running their mouth an awful lot. Even Phil did a show the other day, and they took his words out of context. They boy, that's the
They
one
always,
thing I'm mad about
they always
Microsoft,
want to
man.
do that.
They got to
Oh,
realize
They always do that with Phil, man.
they twist his shit up. They got Phil and Mike. I bet the Microsoft marketing team hate most of these people because they ask some of the the most Sony related questions you could possibly ask, like asking him, "Oh, so you don't want uh big blockbuster single player games like Sony have?" Man, I don't know what these jokers call a blockbuster because they don't have no. They got $1 billion franchise. That's it. So what? How do they qualify a blockbuster? I don't get this shit. You know, is it
so
just
what is
a you?
Halo? What is Halo and man and Gears of War? I don't understand that.
A
So what is that? If
flip
if if
flip.
if, if there was a movie, just picture this real quick. Imagine if they was to make a real like shooter type movie, whatever. It would be like Halo. If it was an actual sci-fi show, we already know Halo was coming out with a TV show. We get that. But let's just sit back and think about it. Halo would be on the scale of some big like let's say like a bunch of chapters, a movie like a saga, like the MCU. If they was to make like a Halo movie like that, let's keep it real. It would be a big blockbuster movie or some type Doom type crazy shit. Just as well as Gears of War. So I don't I'm like, yo, what is I don't understand that.
A
Well,
flip
they
a
said
hundred
that
percent.
Gears is immature. When they said Xbox to use mature games, they don't consider Gears a mature game.
You really? Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
The
Well, shit.
language in
Okay.
the
They was on Twitter talking about Xbox needs to have turn-based RPGs.
Oh,
Like we
okay.
don't have a key in, we don't have a
Okay, well,
key in,
I have an answer for that.
on the
I
way.
got something for that. Well, then I need. Well, I'm sorry, not an answer. I need to know this question then. Then why in certain countries like China or Korea or whatever, gear is too graphically for them to have that in their country? Then why is that then?
I guess
yeah.
they consider that cartoon violence. I don't know.
Hey, dude, and the
What's wrong
Gears
with
out.
it?
I was playing Gears a couple days ago, and one of the
Say that
guys,
every day.
well, yeah, true. One of the guys, but this particular time, somebody was playing with Samantha Byrne, and I put Samantha Byrne in this Gears baseball cap. She's an older lady, and that bitch looked fire. So somebody else was playing with it, and I'm playing with Coltrane. Well, she downed some. I happened to be right next to the dude and or girl, whoever was playing Samantha Byrne. Samantha Byrne downed somebody, and she said, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you now." I was like, "Whoa, shit."
Well,
Yeah, I was like, damn. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you now. I was like, I couldn't believe she said that shit. But yeah, it ain't nothing serious what they saying in there. And Coltrane, I play with him all the time. And he say some wild ass shit that you can, hey, I'm not letting nobody hear that shit around here. You know, yeah, I wouldn't be playing Gears if people were over here. Not why they talking like that. Mm-mm. Yeah,
Live,
it's
bring
too
your
many
ass
things.
up. What's up next? Live.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
here's another one. Well, go ahead,
I'm about
live,
to say
because
we
I
get
get.
the What's the next topic?
Oh, we got topics?
Yeah, live always have
Yeah,
topics.
yeah.
Okay. We
All
can
right,
hit a
so
topic because I have to say what Sleepy Goblin said so I could clarify what Phil Spencer was really thinking.
well, yeah, we can get on to that. Phil Spencer had a interview with was it was it
Undercover Sony site. Say the
Gaming
name of
Bolts, I think it was.
it. It wasn't
So
Game and Bolt. It was what? Wasn't it Games Radar or something like that?
Games Radar, that's what it was. Games
What?
Radar.
Okay,
So
yeah.
he had an interview with Games Radar, and
Hmm.
then uh the other site, WFC, whatever, they basically posted up a article saying how Xbox doesn't want to make AAA single player AAA blockbuster games like Sony does. Which
Man, what you would
no,
say?
well they but they do this, but they do this shit all the time. Like it's almost like it's almost like we have these arguments, we talk
Mhm.
about them, and
Right.
then 4 weeks later, Phil does an interview, or forever somebody pulls up an old interview of Phil saying something, and they rehash the shit, and then they bring the shit up again, like every single time. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like what? Like how many times have we heard cats talk about the same shit?
Hmm.
But the main thing he was saying was, look, he's not trying to make said game just the blue, I mean the blue or the red version of it,
Hmm.
and then just slap Xbox on it and say this is our, like he's not gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna make God of War, and everything except for its name will be God of War, and we're gonna slap a disc on it, and now instead of God of War, it's the King
But
of War.
live.
Like I don't like, you know what I
But
mean?
live. As other thing was saying, we're getting to what is it that Sony have that's blockbuster? What is it? What I don't understand their classification of blockbuster style of game. I don't know what they consider. That's what I'm
Their
saying.
big,
Like
their main, the games that their main staple.
They consider
Yeah,
God of War,
it's just,
they
their
consider
Spider,
games
now Spider
pretty
Man.
graphically, pretty much.
yeah, but it falls
But
under.
and then it's going to be usually it's going to be the same game that it is. It's not going to be anything one of the newer games that they
But
make.
what we're trying to say is, Vaca, is what qualifies it as a blockbuster? Is it the amount
thank
of
you,
money it made, or is it
thank
the
you.
amount of money they spent on this bullshit,
The
or
market,
what?
the marketing probably is probably just going into the marketing. But
It
also
typically
another
goes
question
by
should be
the
why
amount
are
they.
they asking a
Well,
question in August that
they
fucking Phil
consider
Spencer answered in the Guardian in
the
July?
Metacritic.
He said,
What were
"What
you
in
gonna say,
July? I'm
live?
sorry. What?
No, I'm saying like it's off the budget. That's really what it is. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you make a Star Wars movie and it only costs $5,000 to make, nobody gives a fuck about that movie because even if it now if it's amazing, that's well and great, right? But if it doesn't look like the amount of money that you typically spend on a Star Wars movie, they're not going to count that as a triple A. I mean, like a big budget blockbuster Star Wars movie, even if it's just as good as one of the other ones, because the budget wasn't there. You know,
Okay, live. Let's
and how
stick
you
with
going to
that.
get? So
Oh,
it's really based off the budget.
okay, let's stick with that. They don't. Phil could have easily have said Sony doesn't have three games that cost as much as Halo Infinite together.
No.
Okay. They don't have enough games to say, hey, it costs as much. They don't have two games together that cost as much as Gears 5.
Well, maybe the
They don't.
engine. Maybe they got enough. They got enough. You put them together to
They
make
don't.
the engine to cover the engine
Right.
cost.
Right. The engine costs more than their fucking game, than three of their games. So
It
still
does.
what they talking about. Here, let's keep going. Let's keep going. How about this? People are complaining about Halo being delayed when there are 5 parts to Halo. Why is Horizon Forbidden West delayed and it's only 1 part to this damn game with stupid ass enemies that you fight one at a time?
Because they
Why?
announced the game real early. They always announce their game early, and then they just throw out these delays when the game really, when they know that it's not really gonna come out at that time, the time that they say it's gonna come out. They do that all the time.
So you think? So you saying that Sony
This
doing
should
this
this should be an
You
tactically
think they're
to
ongoing
doing
bring
the
thing
same
everything
motion
announcing
relevant?
it.
with the PS4?
Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying is that they say this to stay relevant. That's what you're saying.
They
right.
said,
So they
They do that to stay relevant.
Vodka,
oh, their fans
Vodka,
first.
I agree. I agree. They say these things to keep their name relevant so everybody could have those list wars. But in reality, the reason I say this, I'm gonna go back to Rand. And this happened in like and this happened in like a 3-minute span. This is how fast he contradicted himself. He went from, oh, we knew Horizon Zero Dawn was going to be, Horizon Forbidden West was going to be late. We knew God of War was not going to come out. It was kind of a shock that they delayed Gran Turismo. Uh, and then they switched to another topic. This is all in about 3 or 4 minutes. They switched to another topic, and then they said uh, Halo Infinite being delayed was terrible. They put the marketing on the box, and somebody needs to be fired because it was mismanagement there. So these motherfuckers need to be fired. Why does no one need to be fired from Horizon Forbidden West when you have one component to a game? All you have is a campaign. So you mean to tell me they're not smart enough to get a single player campaign to market, yet you want Halo Infinite to come to market and it's a single player, it's a campaign co-op game, it's a multiplayer, you have Forge mode, and you have a few other modes. And they have books coming out to this shit. So you have all of this shit, and all they have to do is make one damn single player game. And that's all you got. Oh, that fifth one was Firefight or whatever they come up with. But yet they need to be fired. Man, get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. They need to keep shit the same damn energy. And that's what I was talking about when, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this about Rand. Rand went to 1E3. Y'all wanna know the whole camel, the everything. Let me be
Livewire made me
Xbox
drink. I hope you
PMC.
got something to drink, 100.
I'm
Because
drinking right
Livewire
now.
made me go get the bottle.
I had to eat. I had to eat something too. That's why I was
100
quiet.
always
But
My pussy
yeah,
drink and say, yeah,
but
my wine.
I'm gonna tell
You
this.
know, when we put those
Rand
drinks in the food.
Rand y'all people respect Rand because Rand got one with the million. Rand, I have been in parties with Rand before. I've talked to Rand. Rand doesn't play multiplayer games. He'll tell you that. The last multiplayer game that he played was, I think that was Soccer Cars. So that's
wow.
Mooch shit. Mooch made up. That's the game that he played. It was Soccer Cars. He do not play first person shoot. He'll play he's an indie guy to get that. Now people don't understand too. It's another guy that has more than he has.
It's a couple of them.
He's not the end all.
Right.
Rand is not the end all end all. I have no issues with Rand. I don't disrespect him, but y'all be putting Rand up there like he's somebody. He's
Like
no
he Air
different
Jordan.
he's no different from none of us in this motherfucker. I'm gonna say that shit. He's no different because Microsoft flew his ass out here. They wine and dine his ass because he got $1 million. Has he been back since? Hell, motherfucking no.
So he
Hell no.
He
Get
really
my
running
bubble
off that
dubs on.
reputation. He really running off that reputation of
You know what I'm
the man
saying?
with the million.
Old boy that worked for Windows Central. What's that? What's that?
But
Windows
Jazz,
Central? Jazz don't know every motherfucking
Hold
thing.
on, hey, 100. Man, I know it's your show. Let me interrupt you because you
Go
brought
on and
up,
go.
you
Go on
brought
and
up,
go.
you brought this dude up. Hey, man, this motherfucker don't know shit. I don't even know why he only have an Xbox. In Rand's show the other day, and now I listen to this dude. Rand say, and let me qualify something also. I don't I don't dislike Rand. I just don't like some of
His
the
opinion.
hypocrisy.
It's just his
Of
opinion.
yeah, and his
I don't give a
the
fuck about him.
hypocrisy gets to me a little bit, okay? And but nobody calls him out, so we'll do it on this show. But back to your boy you were about to mention, J.S. Gordon. This motherfucker don't know shit. And he don't play games either. Rand tried to give him pub by saying he play Gears. He don't play Gears because he said it's the same old Gears. That's a damn lie. Then he says, and now he's only Xbox player, right? So listen to this. He says he don't play Gears, and he said it's the same Gears. They need a break. If you really like Gears and that's your game, you don't want Gears to have a break. I have a ridiculous ass rank in Gears, okay, that very, very few people have. Then he goes to say he really doesn't like Halo. Okay. Then he says he really doesn't like cars. Well, motherfucker, why you have an Xbox? All this dude talk about is damn Pokemon and Monster Hunter. Now, if you want to know some Pokemon, go listen to Jazz. Okay? Because when it comes to Xbox, I don't know what the fuck he's playing. I have no idea what this dude is playing that we should play. He don't know shit. And then he tries to say things about marketing. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm gonna start writing his shit down. Next time I
Bro.
come on here, I'm gonna get that motherfucker
Hey,
because
Flip.
he's
Hey,
full of
Flip. We're
shit.
going to do the remix of It's All There. It's all
Oh
there.
shit.
You understand
oh
what I'm
man,
saying? Know what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
me, that shit was G. That shit
yeah,
was
I
G.
know.
But you know,
Listen, listen. I'm gonna tell you. I say what I say about Rain. I don't give two fucks about. I don't give a fuck about him at all. I'm just me. Fuck. I look at it like this: if you don't sit up there and play different diversity of games, if you bought that console just to play any games, and you see, I don't like people who sit up there and try to talk about other games and stuff that they don't play. I don't like that. You're talking about games. You're in the field of talking about games that's beyond your fucking beyond your mind can comprehend, beyond your reality, outside of your bubble of understanding. That's why I don't listen to them motherfuckers. Cause they chat and they don't play them type of games. Like I don't want to listen to some fat fucker and some other fat fucker, you know what I'm saying, playing with jelly beans and shit, and they don't play fucking games. They cannot speak for us. They don't know the type of game that we're playing. They don't even
Mhm,
understand that type of game that we're
mhm,
playing. They're
mhm.
playing one type shit. I ain't even know Jazz ain't play games at all. I don't give a fuck about his
Dude,
fat ass either. Fuck them,
no, no. I
fuck
put it.
both
I
of them
put it
fat
this way.
fuckers.
Shout out to my man. Shout out. I gotta give my little. I gotta give. Shout out to my boy. What I'm saying, my man Zubby. You know what I'm saying? My boy Zubby sitting there like, how the fuck you're playing games and you always on Twitter?
oh man.
Thank you.
How the
Thank
fuck you
you.
on games and you on Twitter talking, try to
I
talk
like to
shit?
know that.
or
I like to
YouTube.
know that.
Uh, YouTube,
Or
you're doing
YouTube.
all these shows. I understand. I want to do multiple shows sometimes, but shit, sometimes I want to come on. I just want to play a game, and I ain't hiding my police record. That shit is all public. I've been to jail several times on the
What the
interweb.
I
Showing
don't
my
believe you
police
on that
record.
one, but okay.
Where that
No,
at?
I'm just showing my police record is you see me playing different genre of games. I'll tell you what games I have beat, what games I haven't beat.
Yeah,
I
you
own
can post
600
to
games. Have I
Microsoft
beat
for
all 600
visiting.
games? Hell no, I ain't beat all of them.
You got a problem.
Huh?
Yeah.
You say I got a
You
problem?
you can post to Game Shopper.
I
Motherfucker got games he didn't even know he bought
blame
them.
that shit on Hebot, because Hebot be they be throwing them in games, and man, I be seeing the price, and I just go punch them, and I play them for a little bit, and then I fuck around, and the Madden's come out. I'm playing Madden 22 right now. Fuck you, Madden. Get this shit right. The fucking online is dog shit.
Uh-oh.
Dog shit. Fuck you, EA.
Oh, shit.
That's from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. I won 1 game out of 8 games in a matter of 3 days. But
why is the online messed up?
Yeah. I don't know. Shit, last year was fucked up too. They need to cut off the motherfucking old games and do something. They need to get Microsoft to put it on Azure servers or something. Sony already there.
Yeah.
Sony already there. So shit, it's all there. So go on, put the motherfucker on there. I'm tired of that shit.
It's all there.
It's all there.
You do
so
it,
just
yo,
do that shit. I'm tired. I'm playing this damn game. And then fuck you. I gotta pay $89 for the S edition. I mean for the Super edition. Fuck you.
What's in the Super edition?
No, so you'll get the if I want to have it on one of my consoles that's not an Xbox Series S or X, I have to pay $89 motherfucking dollars. Fuck you. Fuck you, EA. I'll wait. It's like 2K, I'll wait too. Because I heard that's gonna be trash too from a couple of people that I heard that was playing it because they professional and motherfuckers in the court.
I gotta see this. You don't get no man.
I'm giving. Like I said, it's free. It's like I said, it's free smoke. Like I said, we don't talk about certain things. I buy these fucking games. These games need to be subscription based now.
Like Chuck said,
they need to be
Madden should have been free to play.
But see, but the only problem with Madden and the 2Ks and the things like that, you have to pay that NFL players license and you have to pay that NFL license. That's the only reason I exempt those guys, and I could see them. I agree. In theory, it should be just update the rosters and keep on going.
No, you can update the rosters. You can update the graphics now.
But I'm saying without
you go through the players unions and shit like that.
Yeah, but when you got the players union and the NFL and you have the licenses and likeness involved, then it's just a different price.
Well, I'm gonna give them a price.
Have to pay for that.
I'm gonna give them a price. It's gonna be $20 when it comes. I'm gonna wait till that motherfucker go to EA Access or EA Play, what they call it. I'm not paying for fucking Madden. You 2K. I didn't even buy 2K this year. I bought 2K until that shit was $30.
Think about it though, Bone. Once it goes there, then you really can say it's all there.
It's all there.
That's when you really can say that shit.
I'm not playing with these. I'm not playing with these motherfuckers. I mean, like I said, I actually did myself an estimate like how much fucking money I spend on games a year that I cannot write off on no taxes. And I'm like, damn.
Hey, but 100, you know what? I don't feel bad about that, dude.
Hey, Barker, that's when I should start singing. Chocolate put it in a cup.
Oh, this shit is expensive. Gaming is expensive.
But you know what, 100? You know what, 100? It's like my age, I'm older now. I don't do a lot of things for myself. It's my kids up here, number one. Then the work I do, and after that, it's game. So I don't mind spending money on my game, especially Gears. I don't even have to buy shit on Gears because I have so many extra points. I don't have to buy shit, but I just buy it anyway. Hey, I knew we were gonna get off Live's topic because it was too damn good.
You're a Gears informant. You're a Gears informant.
Wake up,
you play nothing but Gears.
I mean,
wake up.
Yeah, I have a lot of coins. I have like 300,000 in coins. Hey, but Live's topic was so good. and
What? I got that.
Sleepy Goblin.
I got that.
But the problem with the thing with Phil Spencer in the interview, why are everybody asking the same question? He asked
Same dumbass question.
They
the
ask them the
goal
same
was
question
outlined.
every time, all the time.
He
They're not
mentioned
gonna
Hey,
stop
that's
answering
why
them
you tell
questions.
them.
in July. He answered that question.
Hey,
He had
Vodka.
an interview with Matt Moody
Hey,
about
What
Vodka.
did
that.
he say?
Yeah.
Hey, Vodka.
What did he say?
Yo,
That's why I'm not head of Xbox. Because I was head of Xbox, I'll be
Oh
telling
my
them,
goodness.
fuck you. I
Oh,
answered that motherfucking question all motherfucking ready. Who are
okay.
you?
That's
Yeah, but
part
I
of what
can't.
they say. That's part of what they say in private. Here's the other part. Like Sleepy Goblin said higher up in the show, he said Phil wanted a variety or something along those lines. Here's what Phil actually said. I'm just going to translate it. Phil, after they asked him that dumb question, Phil said, look, all Sony games are the fucking same. They don't do shit. Why would I copy that bullshit? They don't make any money. They can't buy ZeniMax. They can't buy Minecraft. Sony ain't shit. That's what he wanted to say. They only have $1 billion franchise. So you want me to make a game like God of War when God of War don't make enough money so I could buy ZeniMax, the next ZeniMax. Is that what the fuck you want me to do? That's what Phil actually said. That's what those
He
marketers
said
are
they
saying in
gonna
the
tell
back.
you. They gonna tell you we bought what Crunchyroll or whatever the motherfuckers. One of them animated.
Crunchyroll to do movie, TV,
It's
They
an
TV,
said that
TV.
one.
Crunchyroll ain't
They
nothing
said
but an
that 1 billion.
animated shit for the
Crunchyroll
animated people.
nowhere near the
Everybody
caliber.
don't watch animated cartoons.
No, we don't.
You want to know what they
Everybody
said?
don't
They,
watch that shit. I
well,
watch it, but I don't. I
I'm
don't
gonna just
own.
say this.
But
I'm gonna just say this.
what Flip? What we
Word
got,
around
Flip?
the
Most people
corner.
watch
Hey, Flip.
Hold
We
on,
say it's
hold
all
on.
there. Hey, Flip. We it's all
Yeah.
there. It's called Cody.
Hey, hey,
It's
hey, hey,
all
hey,
there.
hey. Yeah, he ain't lying about that
Yeah,
one.
they
Cody
watch it
all
for
day,
free. They
rap.
don't pay for that shit.
I'm gonna just. I heard this. I heard it through the grapevine. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that $1 billion franchise that they got. It looked like it got shaved off by a couple million. Look like it get trimmed down off
that's
that
right,
billion.
Ted.
Hang
Hey
on.
man, that
Hang
game
on.
better be
Hey, hang on.
great.
Hang on. Shout out to my man Tech and Direct Gaming. Check them out. We forgot
You
you
know
can
you
get
right.
Crunchyroll is partnered with Game Pass right now.
Yeah,
You can
I
get
heard that.
Crunchyroll for a couple of months.
Yeah, it is.
Never a bad.
Hey,
You
so
good.
hey, thank you, G.
I think it's a
I don't know.
PC, ain't it?
How the hell did they get around
Game Pass,
that?
Game Pass, Game Pass.
How the hell? Somebody need to tell me how they got
It's in the
around
perk.
that.
It's in the perks.
Man.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's in the
we
perk.
got to ask for
It is
that.
in the
It's in
perk.
the perk. It's in the perks.
Oh shit, I gotta go get it.
Yeah. So they paid. They didn't get. We done made it better for us. It's all. You can go on Xbox and get 3 months because it's all there.
And just in case, everybody, you should go to privacy.com, make a virtual credit card, just in case you want to forget. You forget. Don't give them none of your money.
Shout out to a VPN that subscribe to sponsor this channel. That y'all need to give me the sponsorship. This channel and get a private VPN for like $5 a month. And y'all know the VPN because if y'all watch YouTube, that's all that's on YouTube. If you watch tech YouTube, but they need to come sponsor this motherfucking channel.
And use the code "fuck them ponies."
Hey, you know what? I was gonna say that too. I was listening to y'all show and I couldn't get in. I couldn't do shit. I was just being straight up held hostage last week. And I just think it's the funniest thing when Hunter always shouting out podcasts that you should listen to in the at the beginning of the show. Shout out to this and shout out to that. That shit cracks me up every damn time. Hey, and shout out to what Hunter was talking about. E-Rocks was talking about how EA does the same thing in the game. Yeah, they got to cut that shit out too. If you paying $60 every year and that shit should just be an update and people should keep it rolling for about $20, you could at least, take the time out to update some shit, not have some damn 2019 banners in the fucking game. And shout out to 108. They had a good show today too.
So you saying they should do something like Sony doing for Spider-Man?
Yeah, same thing. Exactly. Yeah.
Black lives do matter though.
Hmm.
Even though he's miles around
This
us,
motherfucker.
he doesn't matter.
I always, well, I think me and Bone said that before. That what EA need to do. They need to have some type of update with
And they need to bring over the public
EA.
to Xbox.
They need to do some update with Madden or something like that. Like yo,
Yeah, and but dude, man, I'm telling you, man,
like the
I'm not a
subscription would work.
even though I have problems with Hogue Law, I'm not an attorney. It take a lot of work to do that shit. I only had 1 year of business law, and so I'm missing 7 years. But even in that small segment of law that I had, hey man, those licenses are expensive as shit. So I see why it costs a lot of money, and you paying the players union, the players association, the
Yeah, you gotta
NFL.
pay.
That's
Yeah,
that's
that
that's
costs
real
money.
money, man. That ain't no
Nah,
joke.
but that's
So
still no excuse though.
you
Cause you
gotta
know how
make
much
your money
money Madden
somewhere.
make from Mud.
That's true, but they
You
do
No,
know,
but
take
Madden make a
making
lot of
billions a
money from
year.
they
Ultimate Team.
do.
FIFA
They
make a
do.
whole lot of shit.
Yeah, so
But
that's no excuse. Them saying
but
that they
but
can't
no,
afford it, yeah, that's no excuse. They got
but
the
but
money.
Punisher. But Punisher, that's true. I agree. But I'm gonna tell you, man, and I tell this story every now and again. My very first day when 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 the College of Business started getting tough, we came across this professor, and it was one of those Tuesday Thursday classes where it's like an hour 45 minutes. It's shit long as hell. So he wrote on the board, "Business is a risk," and he sat down. And we leaning forward, we looking, yeah, this gonna be some shit right here. He never said another word. We stared at "Business is a risk" for an hour 45 minutes. And after a while, he's like, "Okay, class is over. See you Thursday." I'm like, "Really?" I'm
On
like, "Are you
Thursday, did he
kidding?"
have a
He
businesses need to make money?
he
Is that what
wanted us
he said
to
at that point?
he wanted us to know business is a risk. So you could go into this business venture, but it's risky. You could lose
Yeah,
your fucking shirt. Okay. And EA did put up a huge risk. Now it paid off. So residuals should calm everything down. But, the price of everything fluctuates. Like the NFL, they just put this gave us one extra game. Now that one extra game cost a lot, because the Players Association are asking for more players, they asking for more incentives, and it's a give and take. So they're going to turn and they're going to ask EA, "Hey, we put this extra game up here. What you gonna do? How you gonna sweeten the pot?" You know what I mean? So it's a give and take with everything, but really, man, in theory, I do agree. It shouldn't be that much, but I see why it could be that much because it's just expensive when you have players' likenesses there. Just like the Supreme Court just shot down the NCAA and said, "Hey, you know what? Y'all full of shit. You guys have had this free slave labor all this time. Y'all should have been paying Other Zinc when he was in college playing basketball, but no, y'all didn't." I know they said that shit in their paperwork. I know it's in there somewhere. But now athletes could get paid off their likeness, instead of just making the NCAA or wherever university they went to money. Now these cats are signing endorsement deals and keeping their scholarships. So, that's just to let you know how expensive that shit.
The
Shout out, shout out,
NCAA
shout
really,
out to 108 Dragons giving us
really
a
don't do
fucking.
that.
Hang on, shout out to 108 Dragons giving us a funky $5 and shit. He should give us $5,000. Mr. AKTV having ass motherfucker. You should give
Mm-hmm.
us a little
Nah,
bit
you
more.
stupid as hell.
I know it. You know he be balling out of control.
Mad at me.
They give us $5.
That's
I
what's up.
got you.
108.
But
I'm
it's
telling you
all
right
good.
now. If y'all all go to
Uh,
subscribe to 108 Dragon channel,
$5.
you may get a gaming chair like I got, courtesy of 108 Dragon. I got this gaming chair. for One Away Dragon,
Oh
and
yeah,
I subscribe to
oh
the
yeah,
channel.
it
Oh
is
God, I got it. So
It's the
go
one
out
on
there, check out
the
my name, One Away Dragon, and he will definitely give you a gaming chair. I got mine. Don't
No.
you want to get
If you
yeah,
yours?
bring
this
your
He
ass,
is
said
if
he
you bring
definitely
your
will.
ass to eat, we guarantee
He's
that
stupid as
we gonna
hell.
get your ass drunk.
He gonna,
No,
yo, he gonna kill
you
me.
gonna have bottles.
He gonna
If
come.
you what
He
type of
gonna come to
wine
the
you want to
party and
drink,
try to kill me tonight. I know that right now.
I know.
He
Yeah, he
probably
gonna
call
fuck
me
us
like,
up
yo,
tonight.
yo.
the
I
fillers on
know.
that chair.
He
I
gonna
know
fuck
Flash
us
ain't
up
call me
tonight.
like, yo, why the fuck is you playing? He probably fucking around
Yep.
call me. I'm gonna kill you, Flip. I'm gonna kill you.
Y'all, this is what we do in our. This is what we do in our Xbox party. So y'all don't. Well, this is what we do. So this is how we do. We be entertaining.
No, y'all don't
We just gotta
understand.
be
I've been
entertaining.
doing that. I've been going on his channel. I've been seeing it in his comment section on Twitter talking about, yo, he giving out on free gaming shit. Yo, he was like, yo, man, if you don't stop that shit, he said, these people gonna think I'm a fraud. You keep doing that shit. I said, yo,
108 giving
I
out
can't
free
help
shit.
myself. Yeah, I
Yep.
can't help myself.
Yeah.
That shit was funny as shit.
Uh, hey,
Man.
let's go with the question at hand. Let's go because we've been on for a little bit. What about abandon? Did Sony abandon or abandon Sony?
Make the
I don't know
Who make
nothing
the
about
band?
that.
I don't know about
Abandon
this
did a
game.
lot of
It's
coding.
I
supposed to be this
mean,
interactive
They
ass
did a big
game. Don't
switch.
go
Go
live
ahead,
wire.
live
Go
wire.
live wire.
Go ahead, live. Go ahead, live.
no, the problem with abandon is this is what happens when motherfuckers ain't got no E3, when motherfuckers ain't got no real like any other shows that play
Hmm.
when your home team is PlayStation and they left you out here on the island with
Oh
no
shit.
fucking water. The only thing you can drink is the fucking salty ass water in the ocean. These motherfuckers is drinking that shit, got all kinds of diarrhea and shit, and they shitting out their mouth, and they going straight delusional. Have you heard the shit that these motherfuckers, these dudes is over here on Reddit and all these other sites talking about? Well, this guy, his name is such and such, and his name is his initials are HJ. So therefore, I mean HK. So therefore, HK could be Hideko Majima, and I'm like, yo, nigga, what the fuck is going on with your life? You supposed to be playing games. Why the fuck you over here trying to play a junior detective? Oh, because you ain't got no games. They ain't talking to you. Okay, I get it. That's why all this shit came down. Like I've been seeing the podcasts, the different podcasts that cats been posting. Got MBG out here looking like a straight up fucking loon and shit.
Clown.
Oh
It's
shit.
like this dude, like him. You got Obi-Wan doing the same shit, doing podcasts. These motherfuckers jumped on Twitch doing podcasts for the release of some app that was like 4 seconds long. It was like, look, you can see the heel of this man's shoe. All right,
Well, you know
wait
what
for the
I'm gonna
next
say to
trailer
that,
to
live.
come. Like that shit crazy, bro.
You know
They
what
ain't
you
got
gotta
shit
say to
over
that though,
there.
live. This is what you have to say when it comes down to stuff like that. I'm sorry to hear this. I know it hurt a lot of you guys deeply. Especially you, life is good. You won't get to beat your dick off in an interactive porn game. Sorry.
Oh
I guess
shit.
they said fuck it. It wasn't worth it, and they wasn't going to do it. So I guess life is good. They're going to have to continue on whacking and jerking the dick off the people old ass grandma. Sorry.
So you trying to
You're
say
not going to get a young.
pour her
But
post a
it's
contract,
dry. It's
pour her
dry.
post a
Think about
contract
it.
flip?
100. Think about it. We don't have to make up. We do not have to make up Xbox news.
No,
Xbox has
No, we
news
don't.
every
No, we don't.
single week. Every
every
single
single
week.
Yeah.
week.
So if you're a
You hold
PlayStation
on.
podcast, think about it. If you're a PlayStation podcast, you have fucking nothing. So if you're trying
No.
to strictly
You about
stay
to
a
get laid
PlayStation
off.
podcast, and you're like, well, all they say is we bash Xbox, but all you have to do is to talk about Xbox. So therefore, now to talk about anything on PlayStation, you got to just start making shit up. So they're gonna ride out this abandoned shit until this shit is like fucking canceled or whatever, and then they're gonna go and make up some other shit. Like think about it. The Xbox news come up when they got the news of fucking Kojima having a game and be like, then people start saying, "Oh, this is what the game is," and we know for sure he's making Metal Gear 7 or something like that. No, people said, "Oh, because you was doing a game on Xbox, well, we'll see what it is." That's it.
Hmm.
That's it. Nobody said nothing else.
But
But
like,
this
can I ask you
motherfuckers
this
over
question?
here
I
making up
ask you
like
this
all
question.
these
You
different like.
like, can I ask you this question? There's a lot of guys. Like I said, I'm not one of the guys. I don't use. I do give two fucks about Metacritic.
Oh man, don't
I'm
let's
not
not
You
going
start
know,
to.
that shit.
I'm not going to use it. Never going to use it. I'm not going to use. What's that? The other shit. Um, the other shit that's supposed to be. I'm not using
100.
that shit.
Mhm.
But
No,
it's like
100.
they
Yeah,
got
go.
you. And I tell Xbox. I see Xbox guys using that. Don't use that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't
You know what
leave
this
that
is?
shit alone.
100 though, for real, for real. This is what Mace was talking about all them years ago. Ladies, there's some jealous guys in our town.
Oh hell
Oh,
no!
man.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Woo,
What the hell is going on? What
woo, woo,
Oh
woo.
shit.
Now, would
How,
you
how,
be
how many people?
mad?
How many motherfuckers still talking about Flight Simulator right now? How many
Oh
talking
dude.
about
Hey,
how many motherfuckers is talking about Ratchet and Link?
hey dude, I'm flying to Alaska tomorrow morning. I'm gonna fly the whole.
the,
I'm flying out of O'Hare to Alaska tomorrow morning.
You
hold
know,
on,
saying
everybody! Look,
Yeah, I
look,
was gonna
everybody!
say,
It's Omar. It's the guy
yeah,
that got pussy in. I mean, sand in his pussy. Hey, Omar.
Said,
They
Sam,
Hey
left. They
pussy.
man.
trying to
oh
come in
my
and get
goodness,
that
for
smoke.
motherfucker,
Hey,
Game Pass,
hey,
motherfucker, trying to making them damn music videos and shit. Listing all the
Hmm.
games that's coming out and then mentioning that motherfucking mini free just coming to Game Pass. That's
Like I say,
whatever.
I'm not really a fan of Hades. I'm not really a fan of Hades because when you die, you got to start all motherfucking over. But hey, I
Can,
got it in Game
Uh,
Pass.
can you answer
hmm
this one
I
You
question?
got
play
to pay
Hades
for
right
that
now.
motherfucker.
Hey,
This
can y'all
game's
answer
fire
this?
as
Hey,
This is what
hell.
I
hey,
want
Hades
somebody
bought
to
some up
answer
for me.
this for me. I don't get this. All these people supposed to expose Xbox. Why they don't never say how? I just want to know how. How did you know?
Uh,
bought
Did
a
you know finally
PlayStation.
expose Xbox and how IGN or crap all of them? I want to know in what way did they expose them? I just want to know how. That's all. I mean, shit, you can make something to fuck up, but y'all don't ever make nothing up to say how. Because once when y'all come in the comment section, can y'all please make up something that's good how they expose them? Make a believer out of
Make
they
me.
something new.
can't. They
Make
can't.
something new.
Mm-hmm.
And the only
Can't
thing
say
I
That's
something
ask
all
on
I'm
you is
saying.
you
Xbox
can
that's
Put
comment
something
in the
already
out.
comment
developed.
section.
You let me brainwash.
At
I'll
least,
be bored on Mondays. I give you some smoke.
at least, if you make something up about how they got exposed, I mean, granted, it's gonna give me more material to fuck your head up. But I'm just saying, I just need something.
Hmm.
Well, it's
Sometimes
just
it's
like
And
when
it's
they
hard.
like,
say, it's
I
just like
mean,
when they say Xbox had no game. That's what that shit about Dr. Like, what
oh,
you mean? What that shit? She
but, but
understand
see,
that shit.
but see,
What are you talking
but
about?
Marcus, this is the thing you have to
Hey,
understand.
can you
This is the
play?
thing you have to understand.
Can you play Halo on PlayStation? No.
But listen here, this is what I'm trying to get to them to understand. I cannot help y'all if y'all don't give me enough material to help you with.
you know
If
what?
this don't finally expose them, let me know so I can help y'all. That's
That's
what I'm
what
trying to
I.
do.
You know what? That's what I wanted to get with Flip on, because
Oh shit.
everybody always want to help Xbox, so they want to be critical of Xbox. Okay, so because we want they said they do that concern trolling. So they want to help Xbox, so they critical Xbox because they want Xbox to be better. And Flip was tripping so hard last week in one of his rant segments. I said, you know what? I think Flip is trying to help Sony. So maybe we should be critical of Sony to help them, so like they saying now, so Microsoft could compete, because right now Sony is not competing. These jokers don't have any damn games coming up to the holiday season, the all important holiday season. Now I'm gonna tie all of this shit in for the people way in the back, because this is the segment
Oh,
here
shit.
where 100 show
The cheap seats.
educates the public.
Mhm.
Okay, now like let's tie in this great chat. This dude Tech Knows saying Sony fans still using console sales as a metric for success. Wrong. Like Live's topic that he just came up with, because Flip said, "Hey, Live, where your topic's at?" He got a topic. You using this old ass shit. Sony saying, "Hey, we have we led everybody in sales. We sold more PS5s." Well, why you selling this shit at a deficit here, so you losing money on every console you sell, and then your so-called best AA game, Ratchet and Clank, sold 1 million copies, and you claim you have 10 million out there. Flip, we don't believe that shit at all. So you say you have 10 million out there. You say you sold 1 million copies of your best game. That shit ain't working. Now you don't. Now you coming up on an all important fourth quarter, and Nintendo said this a couple years ago. Nintendo said 60% of our sales come in the fourth quarter in North America. That's what they said, because that shit is correct. So what games are you gonna sell? You make money off your fucking parts, not the console, but the parts. Where your games at? What the fuck are you gonna sell? And like Live's last segment, well, Live was wrong, because Sony does have something going for them. They have a director's cut of a game that they had last year. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, several
I'm
directors
so
said.
tired of motherfucking remastered. I'm done. Do not make a fucking remastered no more. I'm tired of remasters.
I'm done.
It's not a remaster. It's the director's cut.
So you trying to tell?
You get to use your controller. You get to use your controller with it.
You're trying to tell the world that they sold you a half-ass game, and now they want to give you the full game.
And it was a single player game to begin with.
Yeah, and they charging you $70 motherfucking dollars. Fuck you, Sony. That's from the bottom of my motherfucking dark ass heart. I do not care.
That director's cut.
Yeah. What happened to Nat? What happened to Little Lovegood, Sandman? What was that? Sackboy? Oh, this shit.
He said,
probably gonna do the same thing with the last of us 2. With the last
Man, ain't nobody.
I ain't talking about
Sony dudes. Y'all Sony dudes don't buy shit. Y'all buy dildos because y'all don't fuck. Y'all ain't fucking your girls. You're too busy on Twitter.
No, they don't need the dildos no more. They got the dual sense now.
E-Rock said, sorry not to cut you off. E-Rock said 10 million shipped, 5 million active users.
There you go.
Sony's still lying. He said Sony's still lying.
Still lying. Like
Sony always been lying.
Like 100 say, them motherfuckers in a warehouse somewhere. See, this is where they got caught up at selling this shit online. You need to get that shit into people's hands so they could buy a damn game.
You know what I think, Baca said this.
They held him for ransom.
That Sony has shipped them consoles, but about 2 million, if not 3, is defective. I believe half of them that are defective.
They wanted to do 11. They wanted to ship out 11 that month.
Yeah.
And they were only able to sell 4 by the end of December.
Oh shit! Hey Vodka, our good friend Tuckmaster, not Touchmaster, but Tuckmaster, said it's people in GameStop selling PlayStation now like it's Xbox Game Pass, and it's not at all. Ain't nobody playing no motherfucking Dreams.
Oh,
you bring Dreams in my you can't
that shit.
Fuck Peter Morton. He didn't lie. Yeah, he helped with Fable and all that other shit. But Peter Montague gave you dreams. He put y'all to dreams that y'all dreamed that y'all was gonna buy your games. That's what he did. Fuck dreams. Dream nobody playing no. I ain't never saw no. You had the balls to come in my motherfucking live chat on my motherfucking channel on
This motherfucker over here
my show, motherfucker. You gonna bring up dreams?
Dream.
I'm gonna dream myself this drink, and I
Look
hope
at
I
that
dream your ass
We can
drink.
drink this drink.
Lawa, wake your calm ass up. You goddamn calm.
I'm gonna bring some
Lawa,
fucking
like,
dreams in here. I
always
told y'all
chilling.
always come in here at the last minute
Lawa, like,
because y'all want
Lawa,
smoke.
like, I'm
We
always
gonna give you the
chilling.
smoke. I got the crew to give you the smoke. I got the this like a motherfucking all-star team. When you want it,
Yo,
talking about dreams.
They always talking
Demon Souls
stuff
is
about
dog shit. Ain't nobody bought that shit of
Ain't
another
nobody playing them damn
remaster.
games, dude.
I just want y'all to understand. I just want y'all to understand this. I never had a problem with Microsoft making online games, making multiplayer games. Already knew that it was like a PC. I never had a problem with that. I never had a problem with Sony making single player games. The problem with it comes in that when Sony made y'all think, lied to y'all, gave y'all this new
how
reality, this new multiverse reality, and told y'all that y'all can have everything when y'all can't. They lied to y'all. They gave you hope where there was none. So it was okay for y'all to play y'all single player. That's what I think. See, that's what I want y'all to understand. There's
but the
nothing
thing
wrong with y'all playing
but
y'all single player. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate on us because we're playing more multiplayer games exclusive than y'all. Oh, wait a minute.
hey,
Y'all don't have no
but Flip,
Anyway, forget that part. Huh?
this is the thing that really gotta think about. Now, how PlayStation Network wasn't good, right?
Okay. Right,
So
right, right, right.
of course, so then that means you have no you can't have any games with any longevity because you can't depend on it. Look at how many times there was $1 million tournaments that they had to switch them PlayStations out for Xbox complete the
Like that
tournament.
Street Fighter tournament or
You
something
So
real
of
like that.
dirty,
course
yo.
you're
I
gonna
wasn't
you
gonna
go
go that
so
route.
you're gonna have to go ahead and make a bunch of those single player games because you ain't got to worry about any network issues or what have you. And you're able to just and then they're cookie cutters so you can just kind of get them out and keep your fans satiated, knowing that they don't have anything with the longevity. Because we were
Right.
talking about earlier about those blockbusters, and you saying it's about the budget. How much motherfucking money did they use in State of Decay that gets an update every month? How about Sea of
Oh,
Thieves?
yeah. That's
How many
Great.
millions of dollars did they put in there for that just
That's
improving
wrong.
the engine
That
and
is
having all these
wrong.
damn things
Go
going
Vodka.
preach,
on?
go preach,
Vodka.
Pastor.
Them is
Go
What's
preach.
going on?
Keep on going,
games.
Pastor. Keep on going, Pastor.
Vodka. I'm trying to
That's a
help.
quadruple A game.
Keep on going. Keep on.
I'm gonna just be
Keep
quiet.
on going,
I'm just go ahead and
Pastor.
let him say
Keep
it.
on going. You're
Shout out,
preaching right now.
shout
Keep
out to
on
my
going.
man.
Like you should go to church.
They don't want to
Shout out to my man.
consider
He
our games being mature. And then they're like, oh well, because and it's like they just want to discount the campaigns of the game because there's a multiplayer.
I'm
When the
into
game,
that.
look at the games, how deep the games is. I just looked it up. Halo got 20 books.
It's more than that.
It's more than that.
Yeah, they're
Oh yeah,
like
I think the said there's
36
only
books.
5.
You
Well,
got to talk about
I got
you got
ways
to
to
throw the
go.
comics. You got to talk about the comics in there.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
lot of
just
books,
laying
man.
back.
Cause then
You
the
know
shit,
what?
there's one coming out after we get Infinite. Another one's coming out. It
Yeah,
might be coming
and
out. That book might be the way to tell us when that date is for Infinite to come out. Cause it's
you
coming out.
on
You
That
know
book
what,
coming out in
though?
November.
Keep on preaching.
you on such a
Vodka.
roll.
Vodka is on to something.
Vodka,
Vodka
keep
is
on
on something,
preaching.
and
What's
then
up?
and then vodka to
Hit the
cap it off.
oxygen. Yeah, hit the
The,
oxygen and breathe.
This motherfucker
Keep
talking.
on preaching.
hey, to cap it off, they talk about story like you talking about the books of Halo, dude. They coming out with a new encyclopedia in the spring. How many
Shit,
games have
got
a
to.
damn encyclopedia, dude? Come on, cut
Gears
this
got
shit
one. I
out.
just seen it online.
Let me ask y'all
Hey,
this. I just thought about something now that Vodka just said that. Do you think that Sony would have came out with an Uncharted movie or any type of movie at all
they're
for their
trying to
video
make a
game
movie. That
had
shit keep
It's
getting
fine.
fucked up.
no, but listen. Do you think that they would have did this had they not known that Microsoft, let's be honest, the first one that came up with their little animated movies and stuff with Halo and all them other things. Do you think they would have came out if they would have never heard anything that Microsoft was on making these type of video games on TV shows? Because again, I would say this again. How is it that Microsoft is beating Sony at something that they should be good at? Blu-ray, I mean not Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray. They beat them at that. They whipping their ass with sound. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say. Fuck that Dolby Atmos is kicking them in the neck, and all these other sound audio that they have
The DTS.
that's going to be on there, right? And movies. They did so many things before Sony, even TVs and all that. Matter of fact, not only that, how about this? Y'all motherfuckers act like y'all don't remember when Microsoft came to help Sony about that goddamn movie with King Jong-un, whatever the fuck that movie was called, with the two guys. They stood up there and say, we still going to allow that to play in the Xbox store. So y'all going to sit there and forget about that?
No, I think it's gonna be.
Forget
I
about like
think
that
it's gonna
never
say the Havoc.
happened.
I think it's gonna say the Havoc engine, the way they play your shooters. I think
Like
it's
I
gonna
noticed
say
that
something with that.
Microsoft came out with a lot of stuff that you would think that Sony should have come out with first. TV, all that stuff, movies. Sony should have came out with that first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand this. I do not get it. Sony was a little bitch, and I understand why when they were talking all that racist shit, but they were scared to push out that goddamn movie. But Microsoft said, "I got your back, Jack. Don't worry about it."
Don't bring that
Why?
up. Don't bring that
Why?
up too, because
No, it got to be brought up because they
don't bring
need to
that up because
understand the truth
people
and the
people
reality
forgot
that
about
they're
that.
fucked up. You with
Don't
a
bring that up
fucked up
too.
ass company, and
They
y'all
don't.
don't
They
want
don't.
to
They think
accept
it's
it.
Sony. They
We're
think it's
just
Sony's
trying to
fault.
bring y'all. Listen here, we're trying to give y'all closure because I know that y'all don't have closure. I feel y'all pain. I don't, but I'm just acting like I do to be more sympathetic when I'm really not. But I'm trying to help you out.
Motherfucker.
I'm
Hang
trying
on.
to help you out.
Look at this dumb. Okay, let me tell this dumb ass motherfucker. I
That
love this
motherfucker coming to
dumb ass
handle
motherfucker.
Battlefield 2042.
Xbox has no games. You a dumb motherfucker. PlayStation 5 will not have no exclusive content.
None.
Zero. Because
So what game is
Microsoft
he talking
owns
about?
the
What are you talking
marketing
about?
rights, you dumb ass, stupid motherfucker. Yeah, I don't
Hold on. To what game? Hold on. What game you
for
talking about?
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Wait,
For
hold
Battlefield.
on.
You own
Didn't
I
marketing
got.
EA
rights.
cancel the
I
You
technical
don't
got.
give
test
other
because
stuff.
they couldn't?
You know
Yeah,
what? You see
they
this?
can't do the best
You
on the
see this?
PlayStation.
This is what I do. This is what I do when they talk that stupid shit. Time to lay down, man.
You dummy. Y'all be coming in for the free smoke. I give it to you.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that
Dice,
Xbox lay down where my arm
and then
crossed
you
like this.
lying on
Lay
Dice.
down.
You lying on Dice because Dice ain't come out and say that shit today. They ain't say it on Friday. It got reported Friday.
Yeah, Microsoft always got the right stuff. Battlefield.
Can you say it again? Looks like they got like what's called it got the
I
rights
think
of Call of Duty.
what
Sony got the rights
PlayStation only
of the
get.
marketing rights of Call of Duty. So don't come in here with
The
that
only EA
bullshit.
game that they get is what the rights to is FIFA because the give the marketing rights to Sony. And even
Yeah,
though they
Did,
play
did he
fucking
ever
fucking
say?
around.
tournament,
Yeah, you fucking
Did
with
he
the
ever say
wrong
when Call of
motherfuckers.
Duty was coming out? Did he ever say when Call of Duty was coming out?
No,
the
we
rumor,
don't even know when Call of Duty
the
coming out.
rumor is November 5th.
Hang on.
With
He's talking
Michael.
about
With Microsoft
Battlefield.
said.
Battlefield
Call
won't
of
be on
Duty.
Game Pass. I ain't give a fuck if it's on Game Pass or not. Get your
Don't
buckets
care.
up.
Battlefield
That's a motherfucking stupid. I done
will
bought
be depending
Get
on
your
how bad
buckets
you
up,
four big
motherfucker.
games in four fucking less than 4 months.
Give a fuck
Near
about that
Replicant,
shit, nigga.
Mass Effect, fucking Scarlet Nexus, Judgment, which y'all should have gave fucking Game of the Year when that shit came out on PlayStation. We got the fucking series in hand, the next gen version. Get the fuck out of here. They act like nobody buying the games here. Fucking buy too many fucking games.
Oh, bitch ass motherfuckers. Y'all always talking shit. You come in here talking shit. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you a tear gas. I told you they called me. They called me 100, aka Agent Orange around this motherfucker.
It's
I ain't
Agent
playing with
Bailey.
y'all. I told you I was gonna be in prime form tonight. I was quiet earlier. I'm hyped now. So what else y'all got? What you gonna say? EA is what? EA is what? Being
Let us city and make Knights of the Old Republic 3 for Xbox.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't give two fucks about none of you guys that sit there and talk that ignorant etiquette of what the fuck you don't know about. You don't play games.
XCloud get on them phones in Japan, it's over.
Thank you.
Plus,
You
Microsoft got
talk
a
about
Japanese
X. We talk about X.
development
We
team.
show X
Sony
Cloud.
don't.
Me, 108 and the crew. We show our shit. We go to these. 108 just showed that he went to a conference.
Yeah, I still have to watch that. I gotta watch
his
that.
shit.
Yep.
When y'all show y'all shit, y'all don't show nothing. Y'all don't show no gameplay. Y'all don't show nothing. But y'all want to talk shit. And I'm gonna treat you like my side bitch. Shut the fuck up and stay in your lane.
And like 108 is right. EA is in damn Game Pass, so you're gonna get the games at a damn discount anyway. So you just have to be kind of stupid.
Get out 10 hours.
I got 10 hours. I'm playing 10 hours of Madden 22 now. Even though they fucked me over 5. But I did my rent or EA. I'm not sorry for what I said. I really said that from the bottom of my green heart. You asshole. But
a lot of this stuff like LiveWire said it good a long time ago. You motherfuckers is in denial.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get out
it
of
is.
denial.
You said they going through the stages of grief.
Listen here, you ask Loud White this every night. Loud, what's wrong with
They
the phone?
don't turn in the has been.
He just say, all he say is denial. That's it. He don't even say the whole thing.
Yeah.
Denial. When you say Sony, denial. I ain't even finished saying what I'm going to say, but he didn't say denial.
Sony didn't promise you. How much Sony didn't promise y'all motherfuckers
They
this
selling
year?
below cars. They selling them motherfuckers below wholesale. They selling them motherfuckers below the cost they take to make them motherfuckers. That's why I kind of don't believe that. I want to see somebody with the digital edition. Because I can't believe that they're going to sell. It costs $450 to make the console, but you selling that motherfucker for $400? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
that's a good point.
But see, they don't go do the research, but they go listen to these old bum ass motherfucking clickbait YouTubers.
Don't get me wrong. I can understand. I believe that Japan will help Sony out, but not like that. Not like that.
No, they're saying that they're not. They started saying that they're not. Where the headquarters is
No,
here?
Sony moved. No, they're not going to help Sony no more because Sony moved to North America now. They don't get that. People don't understand. They moved their headquarters to North America. They got rid of Sony studios. People ain't talking about that shit. They always think we're dumb and we're ignorant. No, I play that role, but I just like to entertain. Get your money up and shut the fuck up. When y'all talking about, y'all want to talk this epic, y'all want to talk about money. Sony got out of fucking Japan.
I have to say this.
They don't get. You know how you get a cell phone? You know how you get a cell phone? If you're from T-Mobile or something, you or AT&T or Verizon, whatever, and you new to and they subsidize that shit.
I gotta say this.
They ain't got no subsidizing no more.
I gotta say this. What E-Rock said. Sony is selling them remastered for $70. I just saw the anti-consumerism, but while Sony is selling these damn fools remastered for $70, I don't know how to take that.
I agree 100%.
$70? Like I don't understand why. Why are you paying $70 for a remaster? It's not giving you different types of game. It's not giving you different types of gameplay. I don't get it.
That's what they do.
You guys, You gotta give me something flower. I flee that plane to the pool out there in the pony land. Somebody got that plane. I don't understand that. I don't understand how that works. How can you go out there and spend $70 for a remaster?
There's
It ain't
some
like the people.
jealous ponies in town. Oh, baby. There's some jealous ponies in town. Oh,
But I'm thinking,
baby. Now, would you
oh
be
my God,
mad if I
That was
gave
a
back your
jam, boy.
dev? Or would it still be a problem with the entire Xbox set? At first, you were
this motherfucker.
saying
Oh
that
my
they were
God.
your ex, but
Dum,
you
dum,
ready
dum,
to
dum.
kill me when you heard about Xbox Game Pass. Now I
Dum, dum,
came and
dum,
told you the deal. You wouldn't admit how you feel.
dum,
Now
dum,
you
dum,
know
Hunter
Kojima
said,
love
"Doom, doom, doom."
me. Why
Motherfucker.
can't you just let it ladies?
dum, dum,
There's
dum,
some
dum,
jealous ponies in town.
dum,
Boy,
Oh
what a jam that was.
baby, baby,
I'm done.
dum,
there's
I'm
dum,
some
dum,
done.
je-
dum,
I'm
dum.
done. This motherfucker's out
Hey,
right here.
Be there.
I tell y'all can't fuck with a podcast like we have. Cause we off the hook. We don't give a shit. And this is
Mm-mm.
I'm
brought to you
done.
by
I'm done.
nobody.
Everybody, give it up.
Oh shit.
I take this from the loud.
Oh man.
Oh, that shit
Man,
crazy tonight. This one of our best works tonight. I give
I think, yo, I
Yeah.
know he's gonna bust out and start doing that. I wasn't thinking that. Like, yo, he threw me off guard with that. I'm
that's
like,
one of our
hold on,
best
what?
works. This our best works tonight.
Let's
Shit.
go, let's go, let's
I
go.
Oh
uh,
shit.
That
hey,
motherfucker,
I
he took over the It's All There without the first time I did that
man.
shit. God damn.
Yeah.
That shit was
No,
perfect, boy.
that fucked all there up right there. That we Microsoft needs to hire us to make that the jealous shit. You know what I'm saying?
we do the full remix.
Yeah, we
Oh
could do a
man.
full remake.
We'll
Yo,
get
that'd be
kicked
funny as
smooth
hell
out.
if they got Mason Puff to do that shit for
Yeah,
real though.
and put us out
He
and
said
put
he was
us at
gonna do it, but I didn't think he was gonna do it. I didn't think he was gonna do it. He did say he was gonna do that shit one day. I didn't know he was gonna do that.
No man, they'll
God
kick us smooth out because we'll tell the truth about what Phil Spencer really meant and different shit. Nah, we'd be in trouble.
and shout
FCC will
out to
come
Phil
in
Spencer,
and
man.
kill
He
But
be
you,
everybody.
great.
Yeah, shout out
but
to
you,
him.
Shout out to Phil. Everybody don't give Phil. Everybody want to give Phil the business. Phil did a
Hmm.
whole lot of shit for Xbox. He didn't
Hey, you
change
know
the shit
what?
around.
I'm glad you said that 100. And you know what? When Phil did a show, I I don't know if it was with IGN. It was when Phil was doing his tour and he was doing a live show with with quite a few content creators, and nobody talked about this man. Phil said Phil said, "I know I have privilege being white." He said I know I have privilege and I want to
Yeah, I remember that.
use. You remember that shit? He said he want to
Yeah, I
use
do. He literally came out and
himself.
said that.
Yeah, he came out and said that on the show, and nobody talked about that. This dude want to put other people, give other people a shot. And even though I stopped listening to Gamer Tag Radio because I had it out with Paris Lilly, he did a good job on that Xbox show. But he kind of one of those fence sitting guys too. But he did a good job, and I even said that on Hunnit's show. He did a really good job, and I said that on a couple other shows. But I'm not a fan of that dude at all. But you got to give it up. Got to give credit to what credit is due. He did a good job. You know, but Phil want to put people in places, minorities in places where we haven't been, and he openly said, I realize I'm privileged because of my skin color. And that take a lot to say some shit like that. So, but nobody wanted to shout that dude out. But yeah, shout out to him and shout out to Jim Ryan, man. Jim Ryan is my biggest fan because he said they're gonna have
Get that
hundreds of
keeps on
shows.
giving.
This
Oh
motherfucker
shit.
Jim Ryan about 98 shows down. You know, he
Oh
got
shit.
98 shows to go. This motherfucker, we gonna have hundreds of shows. Where they at, nigga? Where they at? This motherfucker. Hundreds of shows. The fuck's wrong with him?
Oh, I'm telling you,
This
I ain't.
motherfucker.
Y'all, everybody always want to play with this bullshit. I'm like, man, y'all want to hear a podcast? This is a real podcast. This is we telling real shit from the bottom of. This is y'all here. We are talking a party. I might even cuss out. I cuss out. You know what? I get into it with everybody every
Oh
week,
my
so I don't
God!
care.
These are articles. Poor
You know what
PlayStation.
I'm saying? But no, but y'all have to quit being fucking zombies and being the humans and realize what the fuck is going on. Yo, babe! What's good with you? Shout
Why
out
are
to
Japan?
shout out to the Retro Renegades. I'm gonna try to be on. I'm gonna try to jump on Retro Renegades this Tuesday if I don't gotta work. Man, they didn't work the shit out of me these last 2 weeks, but I got a raise
Oh,
though.
let me give a shout
It's
out to
cool.
my man Hebot. Hebot, I still want to
Shout
try
out
to
to
make
Hebot.
an on your show. You know
Shout
how
out
it is. You got
Hebot.
a little 2-year-old that's trying to run you.
Yeah, we got baby Cody. Man,
That little girl
Yeah, PS5
run the
only
game.
sold 240,000 units in the first 6 weeks in Japan.
mhm.
Yeah, that's
No.
what I said.
Say what?
And this is the only podcast we're
They
not going to
only sold
tell you to hit
240
that like button. We're not trying to tell you to get us in the YouTube algorithm.
240,000 units in the first 6 weeks in Japan. It says the worst launch ever
Who said that,
in
Vodka?
Japan. For Mexico in Japan, the Japanese places. This I'm
Who,
getting
who,
translated.
Oh,
And I'm looking at this on PlayStation Lifestyle.
that's
for Mitsu.
PlayStation 5 that have they worst?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for Mitsu. That's
Yeah.
for Mitsu.
What
Yeah.
hey Vodka, what did Ryan McCaffrey say about that?
I have no
They
idea.
found out that he committed suicide, and him and Ryan Caffrey and on Jeff Keighley killed themselves butt naked. I don't understand what that's about, but that's what happened.
Japanese users aren't likely to channel their dissatisfaction on social media. so, the USSI Sony, I guess it's Sony Interactive Entertainment HQ staff might perceive that as the Japanese just politely accepting whatever's given to them, regardless to how cold they have actually become. Said, however, that could be further simply begun to vanish into the sunset quietly.
Wow!
Oh
Really?
my god! Oh my god!
Hey,
I think Jason Schreier should say something about that shit.
man, fuck him.
He's
Fuck
not.
all them dudes.
He's
I don't
not.
even like. I saw Dustin do some shit. He did some fucked up shit the other day. I didn't like. He gonna go jump on IGN and want to turn pony. I'm like, nah, that's why I don't fuck with you. That's why I
The
don't
low
fuck
launch
with
sales in the region have Economic Research Institute analyst Hideki Yasuda says he's deeply concerned for the future of the PlayStation market in Japan.
you. That motherfucker about to be dead in a minute because they turn to North America. The
And
motherfucker
Sony
is
started in
about to
Japan
be
to
dead.
start moving their factories out of the country.
Yeah, they not finna. They looking. Thing about it is who the most people that buy fucking video games. Let's keep it a buck. North America and fucking Europe. We
And
buy
even
all
North
the
America
fucking
is
games.
small. North America is really small compared to what we buy over here. It's small.
But they don't
It's
want to
just the
know that.
second
But
biggest market.
I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers over here acting like y'all marketing analysts. Y'all know how to read.
hmm
Y'all
That's
know how to
Jez
read.
Gordon.
Man,
PlayStation brand in the decisive decline in Japan as PS5 reportedly recorded by far the lowest launch sales of any Sony home console in the region.
Damn. Yeah, I'm looking for a report from Kotaku or Games Radar, some of them bullshit ass sites. See if somebody gonna say something about that shit.
and y'all bringing up this VR shit.
Oh,
Oculus took over VR. You can pay fucking $300
I know it is.
and
I'm telling you,
it's
man.
over.
You think I'm joking? They talking about that VR shit because that's what they do. They want to sit up there, beat they dick
Hey,
to one of
Flip.
their favorite anime character.
Hey, Flip.
Yo,
Hey, Flip.
you don't think that?
My boy sent me a video. It's what we call that? What's that? It's graphically. Well, his girlfriend was doing with that PlayStation 5 controller, and that shit was I had me cracked.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Hey, did that dude what is this Teruki Toriyama the one dude that came over to Machine Games? The guy who made that helped with Silent Hill and Gravity Rush?
I don't know who the motherfuckers is. I don't be
Well, the
keeping up.
producer, he used the not
He about
Teruki
he about
Toriyama,
let you know,
producer of
Levi.
Demon
You
Souls,
gotta ask
and
T-Bot.
the other
I don't know who the motherfuckers
the
is.
Gravity Rush, the Silent Hill Gravity Rush creator Kichiro Toriyama left Sony.
He about let us
Because
know. I know you know, Levi.
remember they said there's
T-Bot
somebody
let us
that
know, because I don't be knowing.
he's
Who the
over there at
motherfucker
Machine
is.
Games. No battery died.
Look, hang on, look what 108 said. When we was talking shit, he said the PSVR look like shit. I own it. And GameStop don't even want to trade it in. I told
Damn.
him motherfucker when he bought it.
Oh yeah, they ain't taking
Motherfucker
them. They
has
ain't
no
taking
value. So in other words, 108 is saying that the PSVR is like a Pinto. Motherfucker,
Oh
A
it had
shit.
Pinto
no
got value.
resale
At least
value.
that mother.
You know
Hey,
what?
at least that.
You know what?
At
I
least
would
a
have said
Pinto. At least you can go.
citation.
Look,
I would have said
MLB so
citation.
great on Xbox.
oh, they don't want to talk about. Don't talk about MLB.
Yeah, Mike
MLB the
Johnson.
show. They
It's
don't
so
want to talk about
well.
Mm-mm.
MLB the
I think
show.
it's so great.
MLB
It's so
show
very
been
well on Xbox, isn't it?
man. They've been buying because anybody MLB the show got just like EA. They have that ultimate
Mm-hmm.
team and people buying shit like that. I just play
Mm-hmm.
online. I'm different from everybody else. I don't play. I haven't played a sports game offline in a while. If I do, I play like 2K and I play Ultimate Team. But I'm one
He
of the
about said
biggest
they have
sports
no
fans.
choice because he said they have no choice because they spent too much money on VR. So it was kind of like they stuck
Hang on.
themselves.
They got a choice. What happened to motherfucking when they bought
No,
when
they
they bought
talking about
what you call
Sony.
the joint? No, Sony. But no, hang on. Remember when Sony bought
I don't know.
on online and they bought the other shit for their little bullshit? See,
Somebody
people don't
got
understand
shit.
that. Sony shit don't sell. Sony shit don't sell like that. Sony sells you a fucking SD card for $300, and I think it ain't even it's not even fucking a half a fucking gigabyte,
I don't
and it's
understand
made
that.
for cameras.
I don't
It's made for
understand.
cameras.
I don't see how they. I'm trying to figure out how they paint themselves in that corner. That shit is crazy to me. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Like, why would y'all
they
put
did
yourself
that
into
shit
that corner?
because
Like, how you not see that coming?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Flip. If we go on Stay at the Cave right now, we'll stay up until what? Up 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that shit too much. That's why I try to avoid it because I can't get off it if I get
Yeah,
on it.
we will stay on. What
No,
Sony game that
I
you're
didn't
gonna
say
stay
that.
on? What Sony game that you're gonna stay on? What $1 billion franchise that you're gonna stay on? If I to say, let's go play Halo right now, let's go play the campaign. How many motherfuckers will jump up and say, I'll play it?
It's
After we
motherfuckers
didn't
that'll
beat the
play.
motherfucking 85 motherfucking times. Gears of War.
No,
How many
no,
motherfuckers
you
gonna
ain't
jump
loud
in?
wire.
That's why we need to have
You
our
ain't loud
Xbox has
wire.
no
Me and
games
loud.
on it.
Me and hold on, hey yo, me and loud
Somebody
wire
say
beat the
Captain
game while
Card.
he was asleep. Don't act how, but it happened. We beat all of Halo while he was asleep. Just don't act how, but it happened. It had little
Yeah,
Osborne shit you not.
but
It
Flip Money had it
actually
on
happened.
backpack. He had it on backpack mode. He literally had me folded up on his back as as Master Chief was running around
I
shooting
don't know how we
all the
did it,
aliens and shit.
but we did that to him. And
This
I'm
nigga
like,
Flip
fuck,
was
I'm over
like,
here
he was
scared
like,
with
he was
Paul.
like, yo, this nigga live is sleep.
Yeah.
He said I don't know how he just walked up to me, folded me up into a bag, and then threw me over his shoulder and just kept on moving.
Hey,
I
hey,
just
you
woke
know
up at
what?
You want to
I
talk
woke up at the
about the
last
ascent.
5 minutes,
You
started
want to
shooting
talk
shit,
to
and it was like
you want to talk.
chapter complete.
Yeah. You want to talk about the sit because you can't play the shit.
I'm talking about the
That's
scent,
just
like
look better
Xbox,
than
like
half the
Xbox,
shit that you got.
like X,
Talking
like
about the what game?
Xbox, the scent, like Xbox made it. They ain't even the Xbox Game
Oh, the
Studio
scent.
game.
Thank you.
And you know
That's
what,
what
man?
that's coming at you about Godfall.
Oh, what a piece of shit that was. And you know what, man? I
Wow.
wasn't even supposed to be on here
He really
on the
did
show
that
that
though.
long, but the show just kept flowing. And you know, I got to
Really,
get out of here.
really
But
now.
We
108
all got to
said
get out
something
here. We about
else.
to go. No,
108
we about to
said
get out
something
here.
else that
We about
we
to be
didn't
on
hit
Xbox
on.
Live.
What's that?
108 said something else that you know, we didn't hit on that I wanted to talk about. You paid $500. You paid $500 for an upgrade to the to the PS5 and all of the things that the controller can do, and they still gonna charge you an extra $10 to use this shit anyway. These motherfuckers have no shame, dude, and nobody calls these cats out for this shit. The big sites don't.
And
You are
sorry,
no, go ahead.
no, I
But
was
that
saying
was it.
talking to you about because y'all talking about okay. When it launched, we had Yakuza Like a Dragon in English, that next gen version that
They
just
had this, did that?
and that was at launch, and now it's in Game Pass with all the other Yakuza games.
Oh
Do
yeah.
they have one? Did they
They,
have that when it
they
first
had it
launched?
now before they had it, but it was only in Japanese. That's why if you try to look at any tutorials, any walkthroughs on it, it was all in kanji. You had people that knew Japanese that was playing this shit, so they could just go ahead and try to tell you what to do, even though it's in kanji.
Hmm.
So I don't want to just saying that. Your boy Crap was playing Falconeer in this video.
That's somebody video he stole. That motherfucker wasn't playing that shit. He ain't got no fucking. And
You
he
talking about
stole.
crap
He already
exposed
got
Xbox?
blood already
Crap
Crap
got
stole
caught.
some
exposed how
videos.
fucked up that
Yeah,
PlayStation 5
that nigga
is.
stealing
You
videos and
still doing
shit.
that? He going
Yeah,
back and forth.
I
He
tell
over
you, it's
there.
free smoke. It's free
He over
smoke
there
this year.
singing. Who sang that song? Back. Oh, Aaliyah. He over there singing Aaliyah shit. Singing back and forth.
Back and
What?
forth. Man, we don't give
Yeah,
a fuck about
yeah.
that shit.
That motherfucker go back one week. Yeah, so Microsoft is doing a good job. They blah blah blah. They this and this. They trash Sony. The next week, you know what? I'm kind of disappointed. You know, because Sony is going real good. And Sony, nigga, pick a side. Cut it out. What the fuck is you talking about? He go back and forth. So for you to say Crack Game exposed anything, he exposed how fucked up that SSD is. That's what he exposed.
Yeah, no shit.
The architect of the system.
I'm telling you right now, in my book, crap, you all right with me, buddy. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hmm.
Well, we about to
Fuck
get off
that.
this motherfucker. I'm about to go in on Xbox Live. I'm gonna try to play some video games. I got so much shit to down. I got so much shit that I got to play. I do play games. This is
Oh
Xbox.
hell.
We do play games. We just do it backwards. We appreciate everybody coming by, even the ponies. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Anybody, we appreciate you. We
Hmm.
appreciate
Hey
the
man, stop
we
sending me
appreciate the
fucking friend
attendance.
requests and y'all don't want to say who y'all are.
You know what I'm
Man, y'all
saying?
gotta stop that, man. Y'all
You
gotta
know,
say something. Let us
yeah.
know who you are. Come to the party or
Let
something.
us know who you are. Just please let us know who you are, because we got a bunch of weirdos that be trying to come in. You know what I'm
This
saying?
motherfucker, goddamn fool.
We
You know
got
how
no, we
big
got
I
fucking
would
you
know.
know how big Warhammer is.
man. I think about it. Some things as you cannot even get into. We wind down. I appreciate my man Zink coming through. Appreciate everybody on the panel coming through. Catch us next week. You know what I'm saying? We might have your mom ass in the air shaking like it just don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Long as
we
it ain't
do
your
it out
grandma.
here.
Long as it's not your
Yeah,
grandma. Oh shit, I died.
you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
shit,
But we gonna get out. If y'all won't talk to us, extra man, we on
I died.
Xbox Live. I'm
How
Hunted
much
Coke.
money fucking Warhammer make?
Y'all can go. Y'all can talk to us.
Motherfucker talking about getting
Uh,
the scissors just for
Shout out
that
to
game.
everybody.
He's going off a PC to get that game off Series X.
You know. So I have my phone gone, so everybody's comments can
That's
be
your logic.
approved or whatever when they see it.
Every
But
every Sunday I have an intervention for Sony people.
We might do something tomorrow if I'm up to it, cause it's shit. I've been sleeping a lot, shit, cause I ain't got nothing. Cause I've been working. But we out this motherfucker. Tell your
Peace.
mothers I love her. And tell your grannies we care for them. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's still playing. Well, how many
And
people?
go put some
25,
motherfuckers.
25 million people still playing the game?